Market Movers. I'm your host, Trader Prad, and this is the beautiful Miss V.
Thank you, Brad. Both blonde, both green. So, guys, welcome indeed. Please, as usual, be active on the chat, ask us anything, and we would really appreciate if you like this video right now. Crazy markets, a lot of things are happening. What are you trading, Brad? Any good trades today?
Yeah, I traded Boeing today, a little bit of Twitter, a little bit of Nvidia. Right now, though, I'm watching Apple. So Luca just called out that Apple's being somewhat of spoofed or quote stuffed. Apparently, people are just jamming shares and not actually intending to take it, but they're trying to push the stock up of some sort. So I'm trying to focus on what Apple's trying to do here. And when he mentioned it, Apple was really near 157.30s, and then now we're looking at 158. So obviously something's going on here, something fishy, and the market really pushed up big time right now through 4,200 for the second time of the day after open. So it looks like he said something fishy is happening. Then I'm just looking at it. For sure something might be going on. Apple in the positive territory, and obviously market has been absolutely kangaroo market today, up and down, up and down, up and down, and now we're back to the upside, positive territory after going to the negative territory not too long ago. So very, very up and down movements going on in the market right now. I'll show you what my starting two trades that I started off the day with. So first, Nvidia once again. Oh, maybe that was actually Netflix yesterday. So Nvidia pre-market range near 186 or so, was risking the low of yesterday. So on Nvidia, low of yesterday was actually where was it? Bang, 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 bing, bing, bing. Let's zoom in, nice and easy. So right there, 186.70s was the yesterday's low. So risking the yesterday's high, I got stopped out on the break of 186.70, took a small loss, got back over here near 190. This tiny position got stopped out, a little bit of a bigger position, took profits, and then I saw the market reversing on me, so I left that trade alone and then completely forgot about Nvidia. I figured if the market wants to rip up the way it was ripping off the open, why would I even bother looking for shorts on Nvidia at that point? So I gave up on it. Obviously would have been a good idea if I just stuck with it a little bit longer and got back into the trade, probably over here somewhere on the re-entry through 190 to the downside. So Nvidia down on it very slightly, only lost about at best maybe 10 pennies combining all my trades over here. And then after that, along with Nvidia in pre-market entry, another stock that I entered in pre-market was actually Boeing. So sadly, only partial of my order got filled over here. Noticing the consolidation in front of 162 on Boeing. Boeing coming out with a bad earnings report. They even talked about how they're going to have to postpone the deliveries up to 2025, I believe was the date. I'm not sure if you read the date in there. Year they talked about 2025 deliveries, right?
I'm not sure, Brad.
I think Miss V is gonna check for me then, just so I'm correct
Yeah.
and not speaking garbage out of my mouth. So Boeing coming out there, they said they're gonna postpone their deliveries of the 777 X series jets and so on. Partial fill on this, but luckily this was my bigger share size than this over here. On the break of 160, I got in a little bit more just because I didn't get my whole size over here, and that ended up being my average was around 161.30s or so, 161.50s, and a beautiful trade. Literally had no reason. So I was like, you guys know, I don't watch the 1 minute chart, I watched the 3 minute chart, and on the 3 minute chart there was no green candle. I ignored that little green candle at 152. There was no green candle all the way down here. So most of my size I did take out over here for about $5, $6, $7 winners, but the last few shares that I had, I was really looking for reasons to exit, and then some of the reasons just happened to be, okay, I'm too much in the money for me to not realize that. And my last few shares over here, after I noticed a couple green candles come into the play, 146 did not manage to break low a day, exactly 146 on Boeing, near $13, $14 per share trade for me. And that's when I said to the homies in the chat, I said, I can't hold this trade anymore. My biggest momentum trade of my life so far. I'm gonna take the profits, and looks like it was a pretty good exit for now, but maybe later on in the day we actually break 146, and then I'll be upset about not being able to hold any size guys. So we'll see. Hopefully, I am good on that. We just
Prad,
got froze
that
again.
is a fantastic trade
Thank you.
on Boeing. Wow, I love it, absolutely. And just commenting on that resumption of deliveries, Boeing CEO says he cannot give a date on 787 delivery resumption, so it's like open date. We don't know
Yeah,
when.
the article I read, I believe they said
Yeah.
till 2025. So
I see.
what 2022, 3 more years from
I
now.
see.
So they're gonna be really slow with their planes deliveries.
Yeah.
So
A great
because of that,
short.
and they missed out on their earnings, right?
Boeing?
Yeah, pretty sure they did.
They did. They reported 13.9 billion revenue versus estimate 16 billion.
Right, so they missed out on the earnings over there. Obviously, no one was expecting this big of a move on Boeing, near more than 10% actually, almost like a Tesla repetition move yesterday. So Tesla dropping down 10% yesterday, going into SSR, and that's probably why Tesla, well, not probably, that's exactly why Tesla is also on SSR mode. Speaking of Tesla, I'm not sure if Miss V has any trades on Tesla that you want to talk about.
Absolutely, I'm shut down on the
Oh,
day.
no, it's okay.
It's okay, guys. Basically, I lost today exactly the same amount of money I made yesterday. It's just a bad trade. Can't say more. I got long at the top, like top high of the day is 918. I got at 916. Won't deny I had a little bit of FOMO due to this jump to the upside. I thought like if we broke that 910 level, we will go at least to 920s, and I just wanted to jump in there. But good that I got outright at Viva because we went down all the way to 882. Congratulations everyone who caught it here because it's a wonderful level. I know that Neil has it long at 900, which is also a beautiful trade for Neil. And here, not my trade today, but again, good news. I'm still in green territory on my overall account, so I can't wait for tomorrow. And again, I will work on my mind setup, trading setup, and tomorrow will be profitable for me for sure. Also, Dominic from Mulari talking about that CYN. Dominic brought it earlier, another jump to the upside for that name. Let's see where we're at right now. So yes, high of the day is 4.38. We're now dipped a little bit, but let's see if there is going to be another round on that name. We have 24 million volume and up almost 10% on CYN.
CYN, yeah, I'll pull up CYN just now, right before I answer Nicole Harris. Nicole Harris said, where does OST open? Looks like the stock halted at $17.71, and the theoretical auction price or opening price indication says $20. So looks like it wants to open up higher than where it halted. Obviously, we'll come back to this one once it does open up. So feel free to throw that in the chat when that does. That way we don't miss out. CYN, I know you were talking to, I believe, the legend himself. I'm just throwing out some exits. The legend himself, Neil, about CYN, and CYN, yeah, going crazy one more time. We saw it go crazy yesterday. We were talking about I believe someone else was talking about the break of 280 yesterday to 3. The words were, if we break 280, we're gonna go crazy on CYN. So yesterday, that exactly happened as that man predicted. We broke out of 280, ripped up to $3, and what? The high of $3.77 yesterday going into the close, and today we opened around, looks like, let's see what we opened around, $3.24. Where is that? Where's $3.24? Right here. Okay, $3.24 opened up right here, ripped up to looks like $4.40. A bigger, slightly, almost a replication move of yesterday to the north side. So overall indication is looking good for CYN one more day. But now I want to go check on what the relative volume is, and then we can go look at some levels on the daily maybe. Relative volume 12 times, so that's also another good indication for why I might have the stock on my radar. Obviously, I won't have it on my radar because it's a low float stock, so most likely won't be making a trade out of it. But couple levels I could be interested in. Maybe this $4.80 level. Right now we're already seeing this range low, which happens to be $4.30, act as a barrier. $4.40 being the high a day. We could see a pop happen to maybe even $5 based on this consolidation lows of all these days and the consolidation highs of all of these days over here of 2021 year December, November through December, level around $5. So we could see a possible move going there. And the IPO was also not too long ago of October 21st. IPO range of, where's my information? Hello, why is that information hidden? Thank you. IPO range of, looks like a high of $8.70 and a low of $7.50. So based on the current moves that we're seeing every single day of this week so far has been green, I think the stock is getting geared up to go test this $5 and maybe even more. So we'll keep our eyes peeled out for this play over here.
Brad, we have new IPO today, OST. Thank you for bringing it up, guys. China-based electronic equipment and parts company. Halted right now. My platform shows that we're going to open at $19.60 currently. 342% jump to the upside, though only 200,000 volume currently. But I believe if it's IPO usually normally has a lot of volume right away.
Depends. Not necessarily. No. Oh
Okay.
my goodness. So not necessarily. It depends.
We are
What
open.
the heck is Miss V? Take over for a second.
Sure, guys, that OST just opened at around $22. No, I believe we opened at 20.22. We're now at $22.24. So we went, we're halted again. Shows me that we're going to open now $28. So let's see. Wow, crazy. I mean, tell me, guys, if you're trading this name, if you are long on that OST, we're now up 456%. Crazy. I like those IPOs, and hopefully one day I will trade IPO. I see. Let's see, guys, what else you want to talk about. I see that TNON. A few people talk about. So while we have waiting for TNON, I hope it's on Nasdaq. Another halted name. Is this also, guys, IPO? TNON. Tenon Medical. So let's see. Yes, it is another IPO. Great, guys. Today is the IPO day. It says me that we're gonna open at 30.95, and it's TNON. I need to link my charts. Okay, interesting. Also going higher, and this one is medical equipment supplies and distribution company.
Okay.
Another IPO name for you, TNON.
Yeah. So we'll go through the IPO right now. We just got kind of screwed up on a stock that completely literally chased us to the downside over here. So that kind of sucked. Not sure what I want to do with this stock at the moment. Maybe just leave that one alone. Coming back to the IPOs anyways, OSTN. So these stocks are pretty low float, supposed to open at $4 and $5 respectively, and they just ripped up, or at least ripping up at the moment. OST, as Miss V said, Chinese company on OST. Is TNON also a Chinese company?
That's not Chinese. This is United States, and it's medical equipment and supplies and distribution company.
So yeah, OST, 13 million offer amount, 16 million offer amount, only offering 3 million shares, 3.3 million shares over here. So very low flow. The fact that these stocks are opening up at the price that they did, opening up at 10 and now ripping up the way it is, $23. And in terms of volume that you're talking about, usually when a low float opens up, you can't expect a low float to have a ton of volume because it's not much shares available to the public in general. And some of those shares are also locked up by employees and so on, so lockup period has to play with it also. But when companies like Coinbase or even Reddit that's supposed to IPO very soon, companies like those that have a lot of float in them will have a ton of volume on the IPO price itself, and those will give you a lot of excitement to trade in. So currently OST is just halting all the way to the north side. So we halted 777 not too long ago. Looks like we opened around 1848. Now we're halting at $22. Volume is very little though, so I'd be careful trading this one, and obviously the float's little too. And Tinon doing something very similar along with his partner OST over there, which was supposed to open up at $3 or $5 or whatever, opens up at 13 and now ripping up to 26 with almost no volume. So be very careful when you're trading said stocks. A lot of games can be played on these ones. You just want to be careful. I'm just annoyed right now because this stock, it's so crazy that the stock just rugged all of us and on the floor here, and now it's right back to that price where I would have made money. Like it is so insane. That just ruined my whole mood. I'm still up on the day. I have a minor give back, but the fact that the stock just rugged all of us over here and now right back to the high side. Anyway, just gotta not look at it, I guess. Let's move on from that. Let's focus on the show. Now the job is actually being on the show. The job is not crying about your stocks over here that you're trading. Nvidia. So obviously we were trading Nvidia off the open. Minor loss on Nvidia today, but nothing too big of a deal over there. Not really sure what I want to do with the semiconductors right now. Semiconductors have been kind of iffy at the moment. We have seen semiconductors, you know, get beaten up for quite a few days now, all the way to the downside. AMD part of the game over there, Nvidia, Micron, Intel, all of them. Sorry, the reason why I was thinking about semiconductor short when I came into the workplace in the morning was I was looking at my down gappers, and SOXL was somewhere in this list over here near number 3 or number 2. It's actually a number 1 right now. So SOXL being down on the day, I was figuring, you know, maybe let's think about where can we build a position to short Nvidia, and obviously we paid a little bit of a price for it, but now market's still looking weak for us. Maybe I can look for a MES short, because MES is struggling to go too far above 4,200. You know, market's clearly struggling to stay in the positive territory today. Getting a little bit of a help from Microsoft, obviously, for the market. A lot of help from Microsoft. Microsoft yesterday off the earnings report got pushed down quite a bit, actually. They got pushed down to right here, 259 in the after hours. Some of that move was orchestrated by... I just gotta stop looking at this stuff. Some of this move was orchestrated by Google's earnings report that came out bad. Obviously, Google missed earnings. What is Google at today? GOOGL, Alphabet. Yeah, this is Alphabet. Down 3% on the day, and coming back to Microsoft over here, which is actually up 6% because they obviously beat their earnings report. And instantly, if you got filled over here at 260 on Microsoft, the very few moments after that, you were already at 280s, 290s on Microsoft. So crazy dip buy opportunity for anyone who got to take advantage of that. Congratulations for people who actually did take advantage of that. Even today, beautiful long opportunities near 279, 280s, ripping all the way up to 288, which is the high day on Microsoft. And looks like this is the sole reason why the market is holding up today the way it is. You know, a lot of whipsaw action. Market has been up and down, but Microsoft for the most part looks like it's holding the market up, being number 2 basket of the market, obviously. And Boeing, beautiful reversal coming in on Boeing off the 146 lows. I was, you know, talking to Luca and a bunch of other traders on the floor as to what area I could think about going long on Boeing, but obviously looks like where I covered and with the reasoning that I had to cover in that spot was the right area to go long. Now Boeing making a beautiful reversal all the way back to $152.50. Let's see where Boeing maybe will be good for getting back into a short. I'm thinking maybe around 156 or so, maybe even around back to over here 158. If we do get back to 158 on Boeing, I'll gladly get back into that short trade, risking only a couple 50 cents or so on that opportunity. But let's see if we even if we manage to even break out of this 50 period EMA that we're looking at right now on the 3-minute chart, so which happens to be around $153. If we were to go on Boeing on the daily chart, we're so far away from EMAs that I don't even have a levels to talk about. Miss V?
Prad, interesting moves on Spotify. Spotify beat revenue estimates, was up more than 5% at some point in pre-market, but then reversed its direction and fell more than 11%. We're kind of moving sideways currently, finding that support at $97, but Spotify broke $100 to the downside.
Yeah, Spotify, man. I mean, well, I use Spotify every day, so I don't even understand how. I mean, obviously, I can't be the only reason why Spotify would be up. But yeah, I know a lot of people who use Spotify. I know competition for Spotify is there, but Spotify is still the supreme leader of the music streaming industry so far. So right now, though, obviously they're getting beaten up quite a bit. Spotify falling off like a rock for quite a while now. So if you were to go on the dailies, we do see $300 levels. A lot of these tech stocks have been absolutely beaten down. You know, PayPal, a part of that game over there, all the way back to way below IPO prices. Holy smokies, way below IPO prices on Spotify here. So obviously a lot of destruction coming into the market. 13,000 successfully holding up right now on NASDAQ, but even that looks scary for a little bit. And right now we'll see what happens in the overall not only streaming industry but tech industry and the stock market. Everything just looks weird at the moment. Spotify sucks. Free music is freedom. Free music. I mean, I don't think free music is the right answer, because obviously artists deserve to make money too, right? And they put in the hard work for it. I also come from the time where I used to pirate music for free, and now I really realize the worth of, you know, going out and buying a CD for like $10 or $50 or whatever the cost is these days, or buying vinyl. So I for that reason, I support streaming services such as Spotify and Tidal and so on, but nothing wrong with the idea of free music. You know, anything free is good. I'm Indian. I love free stuff, so nothing wrong with that. But you got to support the people you like. You got to support the people you like, right? Boeing short now. I'll be waiting on that opportunity, but if you like that trade, Mike Murphy, go for it. I'll be a little patient on the Boeing short for sure. I just don't want it just yet. I'll feel you, Prad. Sorry, Miss V, go ahead.
Prad, tech resources. A few people talk about tech. We up more than 12% after company reports jump in first quarter profit. So great earnings report on tech resources there. We have 4 million volume. So looks pretty good for me. Congratulations, everyone who caught that name long.
Which one did you say again?
Tech.
TECH?
TECK.
TECK. TECK on New York. All right, TECK on New York. Let's go check this one out right now. What is TECK? Oh my goodness. What is TECK looking like? TECK at the moment. Ooh, yeah, beautiful rip up to the north side. 4 million shares. What is the relative volume on this one? TECK, relative volume 2, which is also good. That's what we like to see. 500 million shares. Tech Resource Limited, ordinary shares. Not sure what these guys do, so let's go over here.
Diversified mining company.
Mining company, non-energy minerals.
Copper.
Yeah. Sorry?
Coal, copper, zinc, and energy.
So minerals, more minerals that you would maybe use in like computers, like copper, and even coal that you would use to like in a lot of areas in life in general. So a lot of mineral mining coming in. All-time high, I'm guessing that's all-time high. So let's actually make sure that is, no, it's not. All-time high is at 65.37, but 52-week high, it's $44.93. There was support around these areas at $37. Looks like we actually broke it for the last few days, but with the positive earnings report, immediately whipsawing right back into that range support and using that $37, $38 support level to have another dollar move to the upside. Today, up 11%, but up $4 full from yesterday's close, which was around $35, $36. So beautiful move coming in on tech. I could see the stock move back to even $42 over the span of the next few few weeks or so in order to test for resistance around this 52-week high levels. If it fails over here, then obviously we might just see the stock come back down with the rest of the market, which looks weak, obviously. And if the market is weak, no matter how good the earnings reports are for some stocks, they will get their pump ups now, but eventually they will obviously go right back to the downside.
Another name, another day, another Viro, I would say. Prad, another jump for that one. I see a lot of people talk about Viro again, up more than 5% and keep going higher. And looks like we had some kind of support here at around 12.60 level. Now we are running towards $14 level.
Yeah, Viru going one more time, being special for us over here. 5% move up to the north side today on Viru, ripping up, obviously, going crazy. $13.86. I don't know why I can't talk right now. What the heck's wrong with me? 13.86 cents and ripping up to the north side. That's still tech. Come on, there we go. High day actually. So let's see how Viru trades again one more time near these $14, $15 levels. We have seen it previously get capped out near 14, making a high of 14.35, and I do have this line at 14.57. So there's a possibility we might get that breakout off that level today, as long as market wants to keep showing us some strength. And Viru with 7 million shares, let's also see if there is enough relative volume. There actually isn't enough relative volume, so maybe not. Since there isn't enough relative volume, I don't think we even break out past 14 today. And if we do break out past 14, I think we see a barrier coming in at 14. At 14, what's the number I'm thinking about? 50, 1450 or so. We might just see that barrier come into play one more time. So Viru, even though up 5% right now, looking like it wants to head back to VWAP and might just trade around these ranges a little bit more. I say Netflix 189, NFLX. Let's go check out Netflix. Netflix 189 indeed. Yeah, looks like that was the exact low a day, $189.02. Getting a nice dollar, almost $2 long off that level on Netflix. Currently looking at, though, however, with the 4% down move on the stock today with 10 million shares, Netflix just continues to keep on making new lows every day, failing to find buyers after a very, very bad earnings report. Obviously, we saw Bill Huang, who came, not Bill Huang, why am I thinking about Bill Huang? I'm thinking about Bill Ackman. Bill Ackman, who came in and said, we believe in Netflix a lot. On the last earnings report, when it dropped down to $300 or something, they put in about a bunch of money in there, and they lost $450 million of their own money after the second earnings report that came out not too long ago. So Netflix is continuing to show weakness and more downside. Still seeing more downside on this bad boy. On other stocks such as that belong in the same basket as Netflix, you know, Disney, another competitor for Netflix, even Prime, Amazon Prime, Twitch, not Twitch, sorry, what's it called? Yeah, Amazon Prime is Amazon. I guess I was just drawing a blank there in my head, but Disney struggling over there, along with everything else that Disney has to struggle with. Obviously, Disney doesn't only have a streaming business; they also have something way more than just a streaming business. So, looks like that's helping Disney stay a little bit better than Netflix. Obviously, I'm buying Netflix at 125. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. Veru is coming down. Yeah, as predicted, Veru should be heading to the downside without a fail, because I can't see it breaking past 14 or 1450, especially when there's not enough relative volume on the stock today. Miss V?
Yeah, I was just keeping an eye on AMC, guys. Before I want to go to Snapchat, I see a few of you talk about that one. AMC flat on the day, currently 0.23%, but to the upside, we made a nice jump to the upside at the open to $16 area, but then found low of the day at 15.24. I also can see that like a lot of sellers in this 15.60 area, and if we take a higher time time frame. Next upcoming support on AMC, I would say, is around 14.60, somewhere in this area. So let's see what AMC want to do. And Snapchat is another one. You guys were talking, yeah, very down day for Snapchat, and again at the open we spiked to the upside as many names, and then ripped all the way to 26.67 level. And I also want to take a look at a higher time frame on Snapchat. So looks like we broke that 28.42 support level, and now we are at that 27 area support. What do you think about Snapchat?
You gotta give me a little bit longer. My charge just failed.
Sure,
here.
no worries. So again, I checked if we have any news on Snapchat. I didn't see anything, but I think it just followed.
Okay, we're good
overall
now.
markets move to the downside.
Yeah, my charge just failed there. Sorry about that, Miss V.
Oh,
It's
good.
exactly when you like were about to finish talking, both of them just failed on me. I was like, what are
That's
the
how it
chances
works.
of this? What are the chances of that? So you were talking about Snapchat. Obviously, we knew Snapchat earnings report were gonna come out and obviously be bad. But I think I remember Snapchat earnings report actually being decent and helping them go up on the earnings day, right? So
Yes.
somehow, whatever, Snapchat breaking that $28 support, now heading back to fill that gap to the downside to $25, down 6% on the day. I think we're gonna extend those moves on Snapchat even more to the downside, all the way back to even 24, even $20 or so. I'm expecting. You know, I don't see. Maybe that's a wrong statement. There are people who still use Snapchat quite a bit, but you know, for the most part, the stock is I see the stock as a buyout candidate in the future. I can see like Google or somebody buying them out for their augmented reality technology, but besides that, I can't really see Snapchat being a social media giant like Instagram was or is, I guess, or TikTok is. So because of that, I can't be an investor on Snapchat right now. Snapchat obviously getting smacked to the downside today, as mentioned previously, 6% down, and the relative volume on the stock is 1.69, so not as much as I think it would be. But look at the flow on Snapchat, 1 billion shares. Imagine how much buying will be required for Snapchat to get bought up in order for the stock to go back to any of these levels it was previously at. That's a lot of buying required. So Snapchat, I'm expecting the stock to go right back to $24 somewhere over this week or even next week, and then maybe even go all the way right to $20 over the span of its life very, very soon, in my opinion. I could be very wrong though. When Snapchat was at $83, that was the easiest short of life. Boeing continuously going higher over here. This is why I said I'm okay on that Boeing short. I'll be patient about that opportunity. Maybe right now near 154 or even 155. If we get closer to 155, I'll gladly think about that opportunity to short Boeing. But right now, when the market is absolutely Rip City, currently taking off north, there goes S&P 500 past 4,200 one more time and ripping right now. Nasdaq also in tandem move with the market, both of them up almost 1% on the day. I'm not sure I really want to gamble with my Boeing trade over there when Boeing. I killed it on Boeing today, so I'm not sure I wanna
You
even
did.
gamble with that one right now.
That's for you. And Prad, Evil E brought that Cosm. We have Cosmos holding on our watch list. It's 9 million free float pharmaceuticals company with no news, but went up more than 100% in pre-market. Evil E, I personally in the morning with Brandon over there was calling that 2.45 level for short, but didn't get myself. But look guys, that would be perfect trade. Like congratulations if you caught that short. So we are now at 1.90. So yes guys, great job if you got that name short. And also someone asked if I'm keeping an eye on Tesla. always I'm keeping an eye on Tesla, even when I'm losing on that name. And yeah, it's crazy. Tesla back to that 9-10 level. Looks like we want to touch that day highs. QQQ also trying to move higher. We broke that side moves direction and trying to go higher. So let's give Tesla this. And cool to see that Tesla gained back everything that it lost yesterday. I mean, it was kind of predictable for this Tesla girl.
Yeah, Tesla was crazy yesterday. Big move on Tesla. Right now, I'm looking at Boeing. I did take a tiny position, nothing too big. Very tiny position in front of 154. Currently 30 cents out of the money. Not too big of a deal. As I mentioned, I'm just taking a tester size to see if there is a trade over here. If there is no trade, I'm okay taking that tiny loss and getting back in at a different price. But looks like 154, we're seeing a little bit of a resistance. I'll gladly add back on the down move if it does feel like it wants to go back to the downside, but I'm not adding against me. So right now, let me just filter my tape over here for 99 shares. So anything over 100, maybe not, maybe we'll do a little bit more. Let's go 199. So anything over 200 shares is what I want to focus on. What is even the notional value of 155 times 200? That's about $31,000. So or 153 times 200, that's about $30,000 or so. So that's, you know, that's not too big of a notional value, but you know, a good rule of thumb is, you know, using the PDT value, which is 25,000. Anyone who's willing to trade more than the amount of PDT rule required could be somewhat of a decent size trader, especially if they're willing to push that much size on one stock at a time, right? So all these trades that we're watching right now come in are at least more than $30,000 or more. And on that note, we're not really seeing too much buying come in, but we're also not seeing too much selling come in. A lot of mid prints, a lot of confusion as to what people want to do with the stock right now in the middle of the range between 66 cents and 65 cents. Still out of the money, but you know, nothing to complain about. Maybe I just throw my stop out on the break of 154 or something. That way, if in case it does rip, I don't have to worry too much about the stock, and I can just let it rip against me. So let me just throw that stop out right now. We'll do 154.50. If 154.50 comes in, we'll just get out of this one for a tiny little loss based on our share size.
Few people talk about RKT. Rocket Companies. I don't see really news on that name. We're down more than 2%, but looks like now trying to go higher in this level. But again, like, I don't see really a lot of volume in this name, but let's see, guys. Good luck, everyone. And hopefully this will work perfectly for you.
Yeah, Rocket Mortgages, RKT. I believe they had an earnings report not too long ago, or some sort of a news catalyst that helped them trade. So actually the earnings reports in 13 days. So they actually had a news catalyst then. I forget what the news catalyst was, but maybe did you just mention it?
No, I don't see anything.
On the 25th of April? Either way, there was
imbalance.
Sorry?
Some imbalanced shares on sell side.
Oh, could be, yeah, could be something along those words, and help the stock go up from $8 to $9.50. But keep in mind, the stock was not too long ago in the ranges of $20 and even $40 in the stock price ranges. So Rocket Mortgages, Rocket Companies, owner of 100 Thieves Gaming, esports company for anyone who knows what that is. So obviously getting clapped to the downside, but mortgages right now, I know you know, housing rates and everything depending on that also moves around a little bit. So RKT, current inflation rate, stocks struggling, down 2% today, kind of better than most stocks out there that we've been watching, but still the trend is obviously to the negative side. Now, if we were to go check what the relative volume is on RKT, is there even a reason for us to trade it? Looks like actually no, it's less than 1 relative volume. That means there is absolutely no breakout that are actually going to sustain itself in terms of you know, when you like taking breakout trades, this is the type of stock that probably will not have a successful clean breakout on it.
But another name I know a few people were trading today is that VIVK, and we are up more than 100% still on the day. Low of the day is 2.75, and we got as high as $4.51. So again, congrats everyone who caught that. And we still have 63 million volume on VIVK.
Yeah, VIVK 107% to the north side, but looks like it's been just going sideways for the most part. But giving you beautiful ranges to scalp the crap out of this stock. So VIVK relative volume 6,000, almost 7,000 relative volume, tons of relative volume. Average probably does, what's the average volume on this one? Let's go check over here. Average volume is 5 million, and today doing 63 million. So tons of relative volume, tons of volume coming into the stock, helping it push to the north side. It looks like the earnings was also supposed to be on 14th of April, but we didn't get it for some reason. And Miss V mentioned what the other catalyst could be possible for the reason for why we're seeing this move over here, opening up at $3 and moving all the way up to looks like 450, and we could see that 450, 460 area coming in as a barrier. Let's see if the stock can actually manage to take out of the high of 460 and rip even more, closing this gap that it created not too long ago on the 15th of February. So we're waiting for that. Boeing just stopped me out
While
on the...
we are on that VIVK, actually there is some news catalyst I found on Seeking Alpha. Viva Core skyrockets on receiving contract for sale of asphalt from its Utah facility. How you say this? Utah?
Which one?
This.
Utah, yeah.
Utah, yay! Yeah. So yeah, some good news for that name.
Yeah, so obviously moving off a catalyst over there on that stock. So let me just quickly throw a stop out here. Now that we are closer to 154, we got back in with a little bit more size and risking the same 154 break. We'll keep trying this area a little bit. Obviously, we might give a little bit back trying this area, but I'm okay with it. You know, just risking a couple pennies for a possible move to VWAP, a $2 move to VWAP, or even a bigger move all the way back to low a day is the type of idea that I'm trying to work on. Everything's frozen right now. No, what are we doing here? My information is frozen. There we go. Now we're back up. So now it looks like market's trying to, indeed, or at least not market, Boeing trying to head up over here. So we're going to leave this one alone. We tried 2 tiny attempts. Both of them happened to be a tiny little failure. Did I even lose on those trades? Because my P&L looks the exact same. But, oh, we're frozen again. We're having a lot of quote issues right today for some reason. So not sure what's going on with the market. There we go. We're back again. We're back, and now the market's moving a little bit. Okay, what do we see? Missy, Utah, good job. COSM. Let's go check out what COSM's doing. 33 million shares traded on this one. Looks like it actually gave back quite a bit of the pre-market move that we got out of it, but it's still up 77% on the day. So still looking good on COSM, still getting ready to push even more to the downside maybe, or find support currently where it is near the $1.80, $1.83 levels. Currently trying its best to hold up near the $1.90, $1.80 levels. If it does so successfully, maybe we get a volume spike allowing the stock to get back to the pre-market range high, or even VWAP, which happened to be the same price levels, almost near $2.30. So just patience a little bit. Wait a little bit of patience will pay us off more in the long run on COSM. Currently with 83 million shares and the relative volume of 11,000 tons of relative volume, but the float obviously is a low float stock. Only 9,000 shares available to trade on the public market.
The pantry spamming on the chat. Can we talk about Facebook earnings? Facebook reports today after the close, guys, I believe. Yes, after the market close. And again, we will find out. We can talk about earnings once we see earnings. So we will have to wait until company reports. But we have Facebook on our watch list today. Facebook is lower ahead of earnings tonight. And kind of have some relation to it. WhatsApp, I didn't know that Meta Platforms owns WhatsApp. Yeah, cool. So yes, basically here we have news. And guys, again, make sure you are following up with our watch list. Again, simply add this link to your bookmarks. It's absolutely free. We post it every morning at around 8-10 a.m. But we have great movers today, like Boeing. Prad made a great trade on that one. That Cosm, I know Brandon did a great trade on that one, and so on and so forth. We also have watch list archive. So yes, we do it for you. So hopefully you use it, guys.
Yeah, as Miss V said, you know, well, I can't really talk about something that hasn't come out yet. It's kind of impossible to do so unless I am some sort of hacker that's hacking into their company books and reading that information. So obviously cannot talk about it. Facebook, I can talk about what the stock did today though. So today Facebook obviously down 1.9% on the day. I'm expecting even more negative news coming from Facebook. I don't think Facebook is going to you know, come out with the beautiful earnings report or anything of that sort. So I'm just waiting at this point to see what the report will come out as and what we can work with once the report actually comes out. Obviously, we saw how Microsoft earnings came out. We saw how Google's earnings came out, and based on those both earnings, I can't sit here and believe that Facebook will come with a gangbuster earnings report. We do know though, however, that Facebook is thinking about opening up its own physical store where they plan on selling you know, their headsets and so on. So Facebook thinking about doing that side of the business, trying to expand their metaverse side of the business a little bit more. Makes sense, obviously. In terms of WhatsApp, I don't think WhatsApp even brings any money for them. I know WhatsApp used to cost money for you to use it. It used to be $1 per year or something, or 99 cents per year.
Really?
But it used to be, not anymore though. This was before Facebook even bought them out. So before Facebook bought them out, you had to pay 99 bucks a year to use WhatsApp. So because that's not even because that doesn't work like that anymore, I don't know if Facebook or WhatsApp even brings them any money. Overall, we just gotta wait for the report to come out, analyze the report, and then trade the report. And today, Facebook just obviously getting beat down by 2 full percent, extending the losses more ever since the drop has come down on the stock. So not interested in even in investing in Facebook, because I'm not really a fan of the social media giant that everyone seems to be a fan of.
Few people talk about that Acon, which is a Clarion, a biotechnology medical research company, a recent IPO, 22nd April 2022, and looks like we are starting to run on that one, 36% to the upside, and we are actually on first day of SSR.
Acon, AKON?
ACON.
ACON. ACON, first day of SSR. That means the stock will be on SSR tomorrow also. These rules carry on for 2 days, and the rule is applied when the stock is actually down more than 10%. Looks like the stock is actually up 37% on the day though, so not sure why we're on SSR mode for the stock at the moment. But no matter what the answer, or no matter what the reasoning is, it could have been like, you know, obviously we were higher yesterday. What was it? Yesterday's close 232, and we opened today near 211 or something, probably 215. So that put it into SSR mode. But obviously volume coming back in around 1140, 1150 not too long ago, pushing the stock into ranges that it is currently, with 36% to the north side. So even with SSR, the stock managed to just rip up to the north side and find new ranges to trade in. VWAP currently near $3. So let's see if we do come back to the downside, if the stock is able to find any support around that price. ACON,
3 million free float actually.
Yeah, I see 4 million, 3 million, same thing. Not too much of a difference over there with 5.4 relative volume. So it looks like tons of eyes got put onto the stock not too long ago, and it's getting ready to maybe move around a little bit for us. Currently, we're battling Boeing a little bit, so Boeing above 155. I am watching the table over here on my other second screen while I'm talking about these other stocks. So Boeing tape kind of looking weak in front of or above 155. 155.20 looks like there's a barrier around 155.20. So it also happens to be, actually, if you pull up Boeing's long-term chart, where Where did I see that level 155.20? Or maybe was it on the intraday chart somewhere? Right here? No. Was it on the 3-minute chart? Let me go to the 3-minute chart instead, actually. Bang. And then zoom in a little bit. That way it looks cleaner. So right here near 155, nope, I guess I'm looking at the 156 level instead, actually, not even 155. So very possible that this trade actually doesn't work out for us, and we have to fight for this 156 level instead for a possible re-entry short. Man, everything's frozen again. Come on, this is so nuts. Every time it freezes, it scares me, so I just have to throw a stop out every time it does that, because that's very, very freaky. I don't want to randomly have the market open up on me because of the lag that we're noticing right now, and know that I'm so far out of the money where I can't even get out properly. So just throw a stop out right now. Though 20 cents in the money working for us, so I'm gonna think about adding some size on the way down for Boeing. Let's see if it actually is working for us. Only 40 cents in the money, not really truly working for us. I'm not even seeing any selling coming on the board. Still a good amount of buying. Look at that 2,000 share, but long on the dark pool gateway, and then 300 shares, 400 shares. So still people haggling for prices. Now obviously we don't know if these guys are trying to cover their shorts or they're actually trying to go long, take the stock back to 160. No one knows what the reasoning is, but the fact that I'm not seeing any big red on the level on the time of sales doesn't really excite me for my short, even though I'm up 50 cents in the money in the direction, already making back the money that I lost on a couple of these quick losses that we took on that trade. Amazon signs 5-year deal with MMA promoter One Championship. Let's go. I'm not sure if St. Lion's in the chat. Where's St. Lions? St. Lion's not in the chat. So Amazon, you know, that's a good deal for Amazon. One Championship, more expansion for the MMA industry. One of our viewers actually re-signed his deal for One FC. So he's a fighter in One FC. I believe he's actually a championship belt holder. So congratulations to him, and congratulations to Amazon for supporting more MMA franchises out there. So that makes me very happy. That's actually good news. What's going on with RDBX? If I remember correctly, that should be Redbox. RDBX should be Redbox. Yeah, Redbox Entertainment. So not too long ago, we saw the stock go really wild and crazy. And I did mention, you know, if Netflix is doing what Netflix is doing, I can't believe in Redbox. But somehow Redbox, another day, up 4.9%. But looks like we're trading sideways for the most part, not really doing anything exciting on the stock other than trading in a range. With the relative volume, though, of 3 times. A good amount of relative volume, 3 million shares traded today. And it's trying to do something, but it's not really doing anything exciting for me just yet. We'll see if anything fun starts to show up on the stock very soon.
Chris Miller on the chat says, get ready for this Tesla run up. Always keeping my eye on Tesla, and we are back above 900 level, but looks like kind of hard to break that 910 level again for Tesla. And let's see, definitely more chances for us to get today highs and even higher. But again, crazy how yesterday we were down 10% and now back to kind of 900 area. But yeah, we still have a lot of room until 1000 though.
So I just added a little bit more to my Boeing position over here. Let's see. Oh, not Boeing, not BABA, sorry, Boeing. But we are on BABA though, and BABA today up 2.43%. Okay, BABA, I see you. BABA looking good, a little healthy today. But talking about Boeing, we added a little bit more on the way down over there. Now our average is 154.80 basically. So let's see if we can keep on adding on the way down. Market's coming back down right now. There goes Boeing, 50 cents in the money now after adding. If 154 breaks, I might even think about adding more on that break on the way down. So let me just quickly quickly make an order here to add on that breakdown of 154. There you go. There's my order. Now we're just trying to build back into a position on Boeing. That way we can take the stock back to VWAP, which is around $152, or even more than VWAP, all the way back to 150, or even all the way back to 146, which is the low a day. Trying to add onto my P&L on the stock that happens to be my best stock of the day today. And obviously this buyout stock that I was trading completely ruined my mood for the day, because it flushed down and then it came back up. That was an absolute joke. There we go. We got filled on the break of 154 on Boeing. So now we have more size. Our average size is basically, average price is basically 154.50 at the moment. So if we do go back through anywhere close to that, I might think of quickly getting out for a flat trade. That way I can get back in at a different price point for same size or more size at a better price point. These lags are insane. I can't do anything with this. I should not even be trading with this lag at the moment. I should really not even be trading with this lag, but what can you do when you're I don't want to say addicted to trading, but when you love trading so much, it's kind of hard to do anything. What do you think about Meta results? Yeah, obviously we talked about this not too long ago. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, and the only thing I can do is guess. And I don't like to guess on this game that we play over here. So I just gotta wait for 4 o'clock or whatever time the earnings report comes out for Facebook. I just gotta wait for that time and trade it off of that time. Chinese, Japanese, dirty news. Look at these nuts. Look at Nut X, I'm guessing is what you're talking about. Nut X, if you guys remember from yesterday, I feel like what's it called? A fortune teller, you know, almost, because I was talking about that move from that $14 level or whatever that we were looking at into the close yesterday. This $14 level where it halted all the way back to $9, and now we're looking at the stock do something very similar one more time. It is up 8% on the day though, but still looking very weak. I'm not sure we actually get to see a move to the upside today on this stock. Let's go see what the relative volume is on this stock at the moment. Where is this thing? Bang, bang, bang. Nut X. Nut X relative volume currently 84 times. There's still tons of relative volume, up 8% with 81 million shares, giving you a beautiful range to trade in. However, it gave you opportunities to short $10 and go long at 8, which happens to be pre-market low. So still giving you ranges to trade in, still giving you opportunities to trade in. Just depends on what you want to do with the stock. Nut X up 8% with 81 million shares traded today. Ms. V?
KL says on the chat, whoever alerted on Akan earlier, thanks. I owe you. So glad you made money on that. Akan indeed, guys, keep reaping. We already touched $4 on that name with the low of the day, where we have the low of the day, 9:30. Like low of the day was $2, so we doubled on that name. And again, our community just great, because we're guys, all of us are the best scanners. We bring names on the chat, we bring some news on the chat, so thank you so much, team. It's so much better trading with you, even though yesterday we were talking and pointing out that each trader is responsible for own trades and decision. Still, it's very great that we have each other. We can bring names. You can go check if it works for you and jump into the trade. So that's awesome. And of course, I remind you to like this video, guys. It's almost 12 p.m. 1 hour flight so fast. So please, if you didn't like this video yet, I remind you to do so right now.
Thank you, Ms. V. Been adding to Anthem, ANTM, over the last 5 months. Great chart, ANTM. Probably not gonna have any volume on it. Yeah, $500 stock with 300,000 shares on it. Does have a decent chart, I guess, for the long-term traders, you know, 5 months ago. So yeah, it does look good from 5 months ago till now. But obviously, as a day trade, I can't really talk about the stock. Plus, not a lot of people are going to be trading a $500 stock. So congratulations to you, my friend. But I do have to flip away from this one. XPON being called out in chat. There's no point in talking about this one at all. There's no volume on this one, 126,000 shares. But looks like actually that volume is coming in right now. So maybe there is a reason to talk about it. Absolutely no volume all day on this position, but it looks like we're just now waking up, only a minute away or 3 minutes away from lunchtime. Sorry, only 3 minutes away from lunchtime, and it looks like the stock wants to wake up with 3 minutes left into it, and now it's trying to rip up to the north side. Looks like it's also a recent IPO not too long ago on April 1st. Let me go actually make sure if that is true. XPON, yeah, April 1st, sorry, not 21st, on April 1st, and it's trying to see what it wants to do with the stock at the moment. Obviously, the low over here at 375, 376, yesterday's low, also today's low, and the yesterday's high 427. Let's see if we even manage to get back to 427 on said position. PTON, straight trash. What? I thought you guys loved Peloton. I remember how everyone was attacking me almost for you know, saying that Peloton is not a good company or whatever. So now looks like you know, opinions are changing in the chat. Peloton obviously making new all-time lows, as I said it would. And look at Roku, right? Roku's doing things I said it would too. So you know, I literally have a line over there that I've been waiting for Roku to fill. It creates a M pattern for whoever uses that pattern. I don't even know if that's a pattern. I know people on the floor over here, we've been coming up with some funny names for pattern names recently. Why did my order not go through? What the heck? We've been making up some funny names for patterns recently, you know, smiley face pattern, W shape pattern, or whatever pattern names over here. So overall, though, the idea is Roku to the downside where it belongs. 1 day left for Roku earnings report to come out. So let's see what Roku looks like after that earnings report comes out. For some reason, my order does not work right now. So I'm just going to have to manually get out of this trade, looks like. Or I can just add to this trade a little bit more on the way up towards 155. And yeah, I'll do that. I'll add up on this trade near 155. And if 155 breaks, we'll get out of this trade for a loser. There we go. Coming up a little bit more. We're talking about Boeing right now for anyone wondering. So Boeing moving up closer to 155. I'm thinking about adding more to my position, risking the break of 155. That way, if we do take that loss, we're not giving back too much on Boeing. We're still up a big amount on Boeing for today. So just playing the level, playing the strategy the way we plan to play it, not giving it too much past 155. A couple more entries I could take, so let's see if we do manage to go up a little bit more. But for some reason, my stop never went off, which is oh, why would it go off, Prad? Because you set it stupid high. Why would it go off, dummy? That makes a lot more sense now.
Prad, I wanted to bring that Lucid up more than 2%, and we have actually great news in that name. Lucid announced it has signed agreement with Saudi Arabia for so they're going to buy up to 100,000 of their EVs over 10 years. So I think those are wonderful news for Lucid.
I'm just throwing out a stop here for my trade. Let me just do this real quick.
While you do that,
yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Ken Hall. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 months, and shout out to all the members, guys. That's just another feature now that members have. You guys can send us messages that will be lighted in green, our favorite color, and pinned on the chat. So that's great. And again, guys, if you would love to become a member, you can find join button on our homepage right next to subscribe. So you're more than welcome to do so if you want to support the show. But also, what is very important for the community at TraderTV.Live, if you guys become a subscriber, and actually great news, we now have 293,000 subscribers, which means only 7,000 subscriber more, and we will become 300,000 subscribers community. And I'm super excited if we will celebrate it live as we usually do.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I did say that I wanted to do some sort of a giveaway or something. I forget what the plan was.
That was, yeah.
For the 300,000, you know, I think I was talking about some sort of a competition for our viewers. I forget what it was now completely. Darn it. I thought I had a good idea too. Oh well. Really going back to Boeing quick. Boeing ripped up to 155 and slightly above 155. I have my stop out. My stop luckily never got kicked in. And now we're right back to the downside. 42 cents in the money on Boeing. Trying to reclaim some of the money that I lost on another setup today. Let's see if we can do so on a stock that has been very good for us at the moment. Little whippy action happening around 154 and 155. So I'm not really enjoying seeing that action right now. Hopefully, you know, we go right back through VWAP to the downside. But looks like right now the trend overall though for Boeing is well, at least the moving averages are curling to the upside. So it looks like the trend does look like it wants to go north, but even with the weakness. And you know, Boeing too big to fail. Usually when the stock falls that far to the downside, I could see buyers coming in and buying it up and just loading up on those share prices. They did mention that they're still plan on delivering those airplanes, but just a little bit later than expected and so on. So because of that, obviously Boeing getting clapped today. I'm not sure we see 120 on Boeing again. If we do, that'll be insane. Because the last time we saw 120 was literally around, I believe, COVID time, right? So what is this? April 2020, March 2020. Yeah. So even $89 are Boeing during the March 2020 era. So during the COVID time, a lot of these stocks obviously got beat down. Maybe we go right back into those ranges. Who knows? A lot of these stocks are actually coming back all the way down to the pre-COVID levels. Some of these stocks, for example, Affirm. Well, Affirm, forget pre-COVID levels. Affirm is just well below every level that ever existed on that stock. Same goes with Roblox. Same goes with Rivian. Now, that's a stock we haven't talked. Oh, my God. $30 on Rivian? $30? What the? I did not expect to see 30 on Rivian, I'm going to be honest. This stock has been absolutely collapsed from 180 or so that I remember trading on the IPO day. So just goes to show valuations are being checked right now. Body checked, face checked, whatever check you want to talk about. 30 is still too damn high on Rivian, apparently, says Tyrone Biggums. So yeah, everything is just too damn high. AMD heading towards $80 soon. It's currently at 85. So every stock is too damn high. Miss V, did you do the earnings board yet?
Not yet.
I'll wait for this stock for earnings board. Then I wanted to talk about this stock when the earnings board comes out. SoFi, man, another stock which clearly could be in the same too damn high territory, struggling to find buyers every time it makes a new low. $6 currently on SoFi, or the low a day is at all-time low. Sorry, 609. So very, very struggle activity coming in on SoFi also, without a doubt.
Now we can jump into earnings board, Prad. If you will be able to remove my... Yep, thank you. Guys, these companies are going to report after the market today and before they open tomorrow, so we'll be concentrating on them tomorrow trading day. Busy board. I'm super excited to see that so many names, and tomorrow is going to be very exciting. In the middle, we can see Meta Platforms, Mattel, Pinterest, Twitter, MasterCard, Caterpillar, Eli Lilly, McDonald's. I personally excited to hear earnings from McDonald's because I remember times when they were getting their businesses out of Russia. They were mentioning some losses that it will bring to them. So I wonder if we will have any shorts on McDonald's tomorrow, because you remember also what happened to Netflix. Subscription number fell for the first time since 2011, I believe, after all what's happening. We also have Spirit Airlines and Southwest. We have PayPal. I don't know how to pronounce that thing, but I know that it's like a chocolate company, I believe.
Hershey's, yeah.
Hershey's. And yeah, Las Vegas Sands, Nokia, Hertz. Crazy. Highlights of the board for you, Prad?
Highlights of the board. There's too many to name one or two. There's a lot up there on the board. A lot of exciting names. Obviously, the ones that stand out are in the middle of the board right there, which is MOVERS. Sorry. It's called Metaverse,
Meta
right?
platforms.
Meta platforms, MasterCard, PayPal. We got some airlines coming up. Qualcomm, which is another chip maker. Last time they had their earnings come out, it looked like they didn't even care about what the chip shortage wasn't even a problem for them, look like. So we'll be glad to see what happens over there. For me, I think PayPal will be the number one to watch, along with Twitter. Obviously, we know what's going on with Twitter on the overall market, with Elon Musk trying to buy them out, or successfully buying them out. But looks like Twitter has been struggling today, which is actually down 2% and moving all the way back down to that support level of $48, and bouncing off that 48 level though. Now Twitter all the way back up to above VWAP. 48.56 is what I'm seeing right now on Twitter. So beautiful move back up to the north side a little bit above VWAP on Twitter, but still struggling today with earnings report not too far out. Only 1 day out for earnings report. So it looks like tomorrow, sunrise, bright and early in the morning, we get their report coming in. So let's see if that earnings report helps the stock maybe move back towards that buyout price of $54.20. Check up on CYN. Let's go check out CYN at the moment. CYN looks like it wants to do some fun stuff again. Maybe not, actually. No volume rise up yet. We did see a tiny rise up on volume coming into the market mover show, but obviously nothing happened past that. Volume went back to the downside on the stock, and we haven't really seen anything go on besides that on CYN. So let's see if we can actually manage to come on, what is going on here? Let's see if we can manage to take out the high day of 430 on CYN and go higher. If not, obviously that could be the end for CYN completely. Where are we going next? CYN, we just talked about it. GNS apparently taking off, so let's go check out on GNS on NASDAQ, on AMEX. On AMEX, so GNS on AMEX. I remember having the stock up not too long ago. Just throwing out a stop real quick. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, cool, we're done. So GNS, I think we were talking about this stock yesterday, actually, if I remember correctly. Let me just scroll back here a little bit. Let's see. Maybe not yesterday, but one of these days for sure. Go on here. Oh my, yeah, one of these days for sure. Look at this chart. Look at this stock. It looks like IPO'd on the 12th of April, ripped up to $36, and now all the way back to $4, where I think it should have IPO'd at, actually. So obviously that IPO opening price and that IPO movement, completely scam move, completely garbage move, coming right back to $4 where it probably should have actually opened up at. And now GNS waking up a little bit more and actually moving to 16% to the north side with 2.6 million shares traded. I think the relative volume is pretty low on GNS though. Not bad. 1.7 relative volume is actually not bad at all on this stock. A lot of volume on SQQQ. Yeah, SQQQ will always have volume on it. You know, it's just that type of a stock. It's not even a stock. It's just an inverse ETF leveraged 3 times. So SQQQ, when QQQQ is doing what it wants to do and having wild movements like that, SQQQ will obviously do what it wants to do and just have a ton of volume. It's just a cheaper stock, so more people are gravitated to that one other than actual QQQ market. It's just that easy, that simple mechanic on there. DWAC apparently going crazy. Let's go check out DWAC. Wow, DWAC one more time moving up to $50 right now with the high of 50.50. This could be an opportunity to short DWAC actually, but sadly I don't have any shorts to short DWAC, so we're gonna miss out on that chance. DWAC already pushing down a little bit off that level, which is $50, so obviously moving down a little bit. Let's see if that short goes right back to $47. I know what am I thinking? I know Neil was shorting DWAC off the 47 level, so hopefully he had a stop out to get him out for a quick little loss on that said trade. Miss V?
Yeah, I can only say that a lot of people talk about the DWAC. DWAC is DWACking, and also I saw another name a few people were talking about. I don't think we were looking that one. JCSE. I believe that one is from yesterday. Did you cover that yet?
I don't think so.
GCSE. Let's see. Oh, that one is actually halted on the way to the upside, but again, just 5,000 volume, and we are on SSR for the first day, and it shows me that we're gonna open at around 20.17, so 18% to the upside. So yes, guys, if you caught that jump on those holds to the upside, congrats. We also can see a low float on that name, JE Clean Tech Holdings. Let's see what company does. So recreational products and only 3 million free float. So looks like some short squeeze happened on that name.
Yeah, JCSE. I remember talking about the stock like last week, I remember maybe, and obviously it's waking up a little bit more now. JCSE moving off the $9 level all the way up to $19, so 18% move on only 500,000 shares though. So it's trying to do some crazy stuff. Let's see if it can do so successfully and rip up the way it wants to, even higher and higher and higher. We do have some levels over here near $20 or so. Let's go check out what the daily chart looks like. So yeah, this level may be around where we're looking at right now, which is halted at, could maybe open around 270 or even try to go test that 270 areas on said stock. So yeah, look at that, halted at 1921, and apparently the indication of the opening price is 2017. So it does want to rip up and take the faces off to the north side. So we'll see if it does manage to actually do so on the stock currently halted. And we're waiting for it. 12.10, it halted at 12.10, and it's 12.16, so it should be opening up in the next few minutes. So maybe we'll hang out over here, wait for the stock to open, see if it actually does anything fancy.
The Playmaker 88 actually brought some news for that name. Company announced closing of initial public offering of 3 million around ordinary shares, which includes 20,000 shares of the overall demand at the public offering price of $4 per share. I mean, they announced closing of initial public offering. So that is news on that name.
Thank you, Ms. V, for that. OST, the other IPO today that came out not too long ago. Looks like it did go up to 29, but now we're seeing it base out near VWAP and just cool as jets off. Let's see what it wants to do on that note for OST. Right now, we're looking at Boeing. Boeing keeps stopping me out at that 155 level and then pushes back down. Maybe I just need to stop having a stop over there and just hold on to this level a little bit more. Let's see if this pushes down without me, which will be very upsetting because we took small losses, and now we have no trade left on this position, and it is making me really FOMO into it. So watching the tape, we are seeing a little bit of selling on the normal tape, but on the big tape right here where the volume is actually being filtered, there is no real selling coming in. So look at the selling compared to buying. So more battle happening around this 154 price. Looks like people or traders such as myself who are trying to build back into the short, and traders on the opposite end who are trying to go long are just battling with each other near this 154 and 155 area at the moment. An absolute battle going on. So maybe right now I just leave this one alone and I come back at a later time in the day once this battle is finished. So right now we'll just leave this one alone. Keep in mind it is lunchtime right now, so more of a reason for us to just stay away from the market. The bots are going to be battling with each other. You don't want to be battling with the bots over there. You want to be battling with other retail traders, other for the lack of a better word, stupid or money flow. You want to be fighting stupid money, not smart money. So right now, when stupid money has probably already taken its profits and went offline, or taken its losses and went offline, only thing you're going to be fighting right now are the smart money, where the computers are coded and it's all algorithms and bots. So it's better to just stay away and look at that, right? If I FOMO'd into that low of the range over there, I would have instantly been out of the money. So it's better just to stay stay away from this one. I might just throw an order out here. I'm not gonna say at what price or anything. That way, you know, nobody knows what I'm really doing. You gotta always keep them guessing as to what you want to do. But yeah, we'll have an order out there, and we'll see if we do get filled somewhere close to that.
JCSE opened out of that hold for a sec and then got right away to another on the move to the downside. So again, JCSE, we're sitting in another hold on this name, and as I can see, we're going to open around 15.39 currently.
Oh, thank you, Miss Sweet, for waiting. I was doing a nice little stretch over there. Yeah, JCSC opened up and right into a halt into the downside, as Miss V mentioned. So a lot of games being played one more time. This is why I just stay away from these stocks. You know, it's way more easier just staying away from these stocks and not getting burnt than actually getting burnt on these stupid games that these stocks play. Same thing as with OTC over there, and the other one, which was JNON or TNON. So these games, I rather just stay away from these low float, no volume having games that the market wants to play with people. Where are we going to next? They have your order book anyways. Yeah, that's true. They have everyone's order book at the end of the day, so it really doesn't matter. They just peg you at on the order book. Could be squeezing squeeze building on mRNA. Now there is a stock that we haven't talked about in ever, Moderna. You know, obviously vaccination plays, vaccination. I don't know why I said it such a weird way. Vaccination plays have been out of play for a while now. Moderna down 3%. You're talking about a squeeze. I don't really see the squeeze you're talking about. Could be a squeeze building on mRNA. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe if the shorts are loading up on mRNA even after mRNA getting beat down quite a bit, then yeah, maybe. But we don't know if it's actually building or not. You know, those are all just guessworks at the end of the day. That theory doesn't help anyone. Maybe it helps you make a trade, and if it does, you know, congratulations. Hopefully it ends up being a successful trade for you. But it's just better to just wait for the actual squeeze to happen instead of saying, oh, squeeze is building and I'm gonna think about going long in terms of the squeeze, because how do you know if it's actually building or not, right? So that's the question.
Here he is, Isa Mohammed, sending you hugs and kisses. Thank you, I missed you. Here Isa sent me a super chat for Valeriia. Thank you, Isa, made my day. Super happy to see you in here. And guys, again, if you also want to support the community, please don't forget to like this video. Likes are absolutely free for you, but priceless to us, because we don't get paid for likes. I mean, I wish. Yesterday I was kidding with Brandon. My salary should be in likes, but it helps to improve YouTube algorithm, guys, so more people can find out about our community. YouTube will push our videos to the top when people search, so please support, if not me, but Tony, and give us that like. Oh, I can see today's cranberry juice.
Yeah, instead of mango juice, it's a cranberry juice.
You have
day
options.
Today. We have a lot of options at this office. This office is amazing, you know. So why not take advantage of said options that the office gives us over here? Boeing waking up somehow right now, going right back through 155. So we did get the fill that we wanted. Let's go back to Boeing over here. We did get the fill that we wanted, but Boeing waking up a little bit. She's heating up. Oh my, Boeing, you really want to go do that right now? Let's see what Boeing will end up doing not too long from here. Am I going to get stop hunted one more time on this stock, or is it actually going to end up giving me a winning position at 155? So we battled it quite a bit. Let me actually see. Once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6. So this would be my 6th battle at this level. At that point, you know, counting the number of battles that we did at said level, maybe we really move away from this one. And I did mention we don't want to be fighting robots at the moment, so that's also something that I just broke my rule on, and that's going to be upsetting if I do get stopped out on this for breaking my rule. Obviously, as I mentioned, I feel like I'm going against myself over here. You know, I keep mentioning I'm not seeing selling. All I see is mid-prints and buying and holding of 154. So why am I even bothering doing this? And look at that, a dark pull print just kicked me out, or is it because the tape was frozen kicked me out? That's beautiful. That's always great to see. There we go. It looks like actually our tape was frozen and the stock was actually moving above 155.50. So that stopped us out. Now we're actually done trading the stock for the day, because we did give back a decent amount of our Still up on the day, still up big time on the stock. Made more than my shutdown times 2 or times 3 on the stock alone. But you know, we don't want to give it all back, right? I'm okay giving some of it back in order to fight for that trade that I believe is the right trade. But right now, it looks like the right trade will be the possible rejection of the 100-period EMA, which is the 156 areas. So we're just gonna let the stock go up even a little bit more than $1 over here, and then we'll get back in closer to where we really want, and then that will be the final trade on Boeing. If we don't get any more trades off of this, we're not going into it anymore. Gotta find a way not to dwell on it. Bad luck. Sorry, I just had to read something over there. So just gotta watch what happens on this market at the moment. Boeing obviously waking up big time right now. Market waking up. S&P 500 ripping. S&P 500 now up 1.2% on the day. Nasdaq up 1.27% on the day. And Dow. We didn't look at Dow all day. DAI on Amex. DAI on Amex currently also ripping up, which is up 1%. And IWM Russell 2000, not MA, Prad, Amex, AM. IWM Russell 2000 also actually flat on the day. The low float stocks are actually flat on the day, looks like, whereas our big cap stocks, you know, Nasdaq, S&P 500, most of these are already ripping to the north side at the moment. So let's go check on AMD. Looks like AMD found some buyers coming in around, that's not AMD, around $84 off the opening drive itself, and now we saw buyers come in at 85 on this go around, and obviously helping the market go up. I'm expecting Microsoft is okay. You can expect that. I was expecting Microsoft to be around 287, and Microsoft at 289 almost. So Microsoft almost back to the high of day. 289.15 is the high of day on Microsoft, and the fact that Microsoft is back right here could be an opportunity to take a quick little short, risking the high of day on Microsoft. So let's try that real quick. Let's see if we even get filled. Come on, fill me. No. Okay, we did get filled. Awesome. And now Microsoft taking out the fills over there, taking out the high of day by a little bit. So now let me just throw out my stop on this one. 289. Let's see if we can get a nice little short by risking the high of day on Microsoft. Obviously, S&P 500 ripping all the way till the high of day. Also, Nasdaq, pretty good move on Nasdaq out there, but Nasdaq also you know, coming back to the downside after having a nice move to 13,200 over there, and now we're not really in the money. We're pretty much flat on the trade. There we go. Now we're in the money, couple pennies, nothing too significant, but let's see if we can turn Microsoft into another successful trade for us on the day. We have only 3 successful trades on the day and 2 losers on the day, which is Nvidia and Twitter. One of the successful trades happens to be pretty much a flat trade, which was futures long at 41.65, which was low of the day yesterday. Went long 41.65, and I chickened myself out of this long. I completely chickened myself out of it, but who cares? I still made money on it, but I'm just gonna call it flat.
Isa Mohammed sent me 7 super chat saying we love Valeriia. Super chat number 7, especially for Miss V. Number 7 is Isa's and mine favorite number now. Thank you so much, Isa. Let that super chat, 7 super chats, bring luck to all of us, and just thank you for all your generosity, kindness, supporting every day. Wow, it's just overwhelming. So glad to see you and have you on the team. And of course, guys, thank you to all of you for watching us, for being here daily, for your super chats, for becoming members, being kind, taking care of the community, and so on and so forth. You're just great, and you deserve for all the great trades in the world.
Yeah, thank you for all the continuous support you show, Miss V, the Trader TV Live family, even myself. You know, all those super chats go right into making the production better for you guys. So thank you for everything. And yeah, Isa Mohammed, the #1 supporter so far, I think. You know, constant, every day, 3 to 7 to 10 the super chats. So we appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Microsoft still struggling to really, you know, go to the downside after testing the high day there, but we have our stop out. We know what our rule is. We know what our plan is, so we do not deviate away from that. We just let it do what it wants to off of those levels over there at the time being. Boeing still ripping past 156, so I'm not really sure what I want to do with this stock. Boeing still moving in a crazy fashion to the north side at the moment. There we go. We just got stopped out on Microsoft over there. So it looks like the market wants to keep on ripping north side today. And do not stop, market. Do not stop. Market ripping in a crazy move right now. Looking very, very good. Let's see. Oh, looks like Microsoft is still flirting with this 289 level. Maybe we get a better short opportunity at 290 on Microsoft, so we leave this one alone a little bit. Also, Microsoft is a lot stronger with the positive earnings report and everything, so maybe just don't even bother thinking about the short. You know, why go short? The trend is your friend. Yeah, look at that. Now we're 50 cents on the north side past 289 on Microsoft. So obviously market is ripping. I'm guessing Apple's a part of the game over there on the north side. Yeah, Apple new high a day, 159.45 with 1% up today. So it's all of these are just north side rip. Twitter getting right back to $49. Man, that 48 level long I was talking about was just beautiful. I wish I just didn't chicken myself out of that trade. That $48 long, absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful opportunity to make a trade out of that one for anyone who did so successfully. Boeing just ripped up over there to the north side all the way up to 157. So we're getting close to this 158 level that I was talking about on Boeing. If we do get back to this 158 pre-market low, I have to try a short opportunity on that level. So let's see if we can get back there on Boeing right now. But we are going to take a small little position actually at this 157, you know, just giving it a little bit of a risk past 157. Not too much. Let's see if we can make a trade out of this one real quick, because just in case it dies off before it even hits 158. That's the idea behind it. We're not giving too much of a risk over here on this trade, and we're not taking too much size anyway, so it doesn't even matter if we do get stopped out on. It's just a test size for me right now. There we go. Instantly got stopped out on that one. That's fine. We're still big time in the money on the stock. We're just waiting to see what is the right price point where we can get back in the short. If this stock goes right back to 160, I will be losing my mind. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up here.
Yeah, but I have good news for you.
Yeah.
We got super chat especially for you, Prad, from
yay.
Trader Tax, 20 euros. So next time you go to Paris, maybe, or Amsterdam, you will have that extra 20 euros for Prad, because dudes need love too. Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much, Trader Tax. We all deserve love. We're sending you all the love from us too. Right, Prad?
Papa Paris, yeah, thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate that, my friend, a lot. Right now, it's hard for me to move away from Boeing because I'm very glued to the stock today. I just want to keep on racking those chips that Boeing's trying to offer. I wish I went long off that low that I was talking about. That would have been a nice low long, but oh well, what can you do? S&P 500 now up 1.3% on the day. NASDAQ up 1.4% on the day, and that means Microsoft is probably closer to 290. It is indeed. So we did get a fail break of 290 in my opinion. So let's take a quick little trade over here. Risk to high a day. You're not going to give me any... they're not going to give me any entries, so we're just going to take our size. Oh, wait, they did give me entries. They gave me 2 entries over there, so that's not a good thing. So let's quickly throw a stop over here at the high a day on this guy, just in case it does rip up against us. We don't want to be involved in this stock anymore. 290.3. How much size do I have? Let's throw that out there. And now it is coming down a little bit, not too much in the money for us. So let's see if we can end up getting a winner on this one. Start taking some sides out. There we go. 20 cents in the money for risking about 20 cents. So we'll take a 1:1 reward right there. Still going to the downside for us. There we go. 30 cents in the money. Now we'll just gotta wait to see how big of a profit we can make Microsoft for us. Microsoft is in the negative territory slightly, but already with the trade we have right now, we are in the money. Microsoft will be fighting for the number 2 spot, and there, nope. we just returned. We was gonna be number 2 winner of the day, but it just returned a little bit for us. So obviously looks like we might have a good level marked up here. The 290 level, very significant level in history for Microsoft. So obviously we're just using that level to trade out of, and looks like 157 areas on Boeing could be the final frontier. So quickly taking another trade on Boeing over there, because Boeing seems to be trying to push down over here off the 157 highs, after 157 breakout, sorry. So let's me quickly also do this one over here. Bang, 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 bang. Awesome, and we're good to go. On to the next one. Look who's here today. What's this? Ooh, let's go. Nothing that we can talk about right now, but it's a good little gift coming from my manager over there.
Nice. All right, guys. Again, I don't want to miss that one, because, guys, we appreciate any support by you. Slate Room, I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, Slate, sorry, sent us a super chat with this little cute sticker. Not sure also what sticker represents. Anyways, thank you so much. I hope you guys having a wonderful day, and thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. And I see a few people were talking about ZIM. I didn't see any news on that name. I pulled it up before, but let's see if we're doing anything exciting on this. We are up more than 6% on ZIM and trade on 2 million volume. Prad, do you have any opinion on that one?
ZIM, yeah, I can check it out, but I don't think I'll have any opinions on it. Never really traded it, don't really know what they really do. Marine shipping, ZIM integrated shipping services. Looks like they got beat down quite a bit, but look at this. We got to see that number at least once a day, right? 666. So we saw that number one more time here. Going to the down upside from yesterday's move, obviously, on ZIM. So ZIM having a nice 6.66% to the upside, trading currently at $56.17. I think we could see some barriers coming in around these days high. Look at this consolidation right here. I think this whole range, this whole box is just a resistance slash support. You can draw another range between here. So let's just throw a line here then instead. So we have a couple ranges here, 57.52 and a 61.45 high that could act as a barrier for that stock. Now we're 40. What? I was just 40 cents in the money on Microsoft, and then we're right back to being only 13 cents in the money on Microsoft. So Microsoft over there playing games with us. Come on, Microsoft. Be nicer to me. And also Boeing's also playing games at the moment. Not sure what Boeing wants to do at this 158 level. We did get up to 156.50, but looks like we're not able to get past 156.50 on Boeing. But right now we're playing between 156.50 and 157 at the moment. Sorry, 157.50. Let's go. Where are we going? Bye. ZIM. So yeah, ZIM obviously looks like is being talked about in the chat. People want to make it go to the moon. Yeah, that was a little cow mooing action for you guys. Hope you guys like that one.
Now you can go to the moon.
Let's go. All right. Can you please look at NFLX. Let's go check out what Netflix is doing today. Obviously, Netflix has been beat down quite a bit. One more time to the downside, and down 2%. Not sure if Netflix has the strength to even get back to 200. If it does, I would be pretty surprised by that move. But Netflix currently battling the 194 area, which is above VWAP. So still looking good on its attempt to the north side. But I think Netflix will eventually go back down if the market flushes. You know, market has been a little bit of a kangaroo market today, but looks like on the second go around to the north side, the market managed to find buyers above VWAP and stay above 4,200, which allowed the market to obviously do what it's doing right now, and go test the high a day, which is 4230s on S&P 500. Nasdaq and S&P 500 though looks like they want to curl back to the downside after breaking out the high a day, which would be good for my Microsoft short, which is still making me sweat for it a little bit. You know, it's making me work for a little bit, making me dance for a little bit, but hopefully it ends up paying out. Here we go. Now 30 cents in the money, I guess, just dancing for your shares, doing the Kodak dance over there, ends up working for you. So just got to keep repeating the Kodak black dance. It didn't work for me. Now we're back up again. Come on. DWAC short at 92, still free. DWAC is nowhere close to 92 though. But yeah, DWAC short at 92 should be still free. Let's see if it does get back up there in the $100 ranges. We do know that DWAC seem to be picking up in the social media side. You know, Trump coming on the news networks recently talking about how the floodgates are going to be opened up, and the waiting list is going to start being accepted more and more. Here's Microsoft coming down a little bit, 50 points in the money now. Sorry, 50 cents in the money now. So let's see if we can take another exit. No, don't return on me now. Give me my profits. Come in. Come down. Come on. Good boy. Come on.
Lol.
That's how I treat my dog too. Come on, good boy.
Do you tell him?
Yeah, and he listens.
I try to use his name.
Louis? I say Coco. Come here. Coco, good boy. All right. Why would you short Microsoft? No signs for it. I mean, it's at 290. I'm shorting it around 50 cents in the money. So there is a sign for it, right? It depends on your book, depends on your strategy, my friend. You don't have to, trade it the way I do. My trades are completely different than most people over here on the floor, I believe so. So, everyone's got their own trading style. Everyone's got their own way of making money, putting money in their pocket. And this happens to be my style. My style is a reversal trade. I don't usually go for, the directional move the stocks go for, because I miss out on those moves most of the time. Whereas Boeing, today I happened to get that move, but now I'm looking for the reversal move, which happens to be coming in probably right now, which I might miss out on, but oh well, who cares? Same thing goes for MSFT. I'm a trend reversal trader. I like to look for high of days or low of days, so I can find the stocks that want to reverse their trend back to VWAP, the VWAP magnet trade. So because of that, I see a trade which is going to 290, which we know is a significant level. I'm going to be looking for that opportunity every single time I see it. It's simple as that.
Prad,
Honestly, sorry,
let's
Mr. Go ahead.
make a quick recap of the market today. I would also appreciate if you remove the square.
Yeah, your face. I was like,
you.
what square are you talking about? Where is the square?
A blog company. So guys, again, we're back to the positive territory after yesterday's sell-off. We're up 1.24 on S&P, and right here we can see what can still wait on the market. That FFIV down more than 12%. This is F5 reported revenue guidance miss, and also multiple analysts cut price target on this name. Boeing guys also reported Q1 revenue 13.9 billion versus estimates 16 billion. Moderna on pharmaceutical sector is one of not like majority of companies are positive, but Moderna is down. There are news that Arpa Gary will join Moderna as Chief Commercial Officer effective May 31st, 2022. Arpa Gray, who used to be actually most recent Chief Marketing Officer for Merck company. And from other names that we can take a look, Alphabet, social media sector is red, and of course Google down more than 2% as they miss their revenue. Other than that, car sector back to the positive territory. Visa is doing fantastic today after it reported better than expected net income of 3.6 billion. So again, guys, we can see that everything mostly ties into earnings reports currently, as we're in the middle of earnings season.
I'm just gonna have to recreate my stop here because I took some exits on some of my positions over here. So how much size do I have left on Microsoft? Still a decent amount of size, so let's throw that stop right back up there. You're talking about Google. Yeah, Google with the earnings report coming out, crushed down a little bit, obviously crushed down in pre-market itself, and then today down 2% off yesterday's close, trading sideways for the most part though, which is good for Google. I'm very happy seeing Google doing this and not getting beat down the way Boeing got beat down today. So I'm very happy seeing that for Google. Keep in mind, we're still waiting to see how the split ends up being for Google and for Amazon. And if Google drops like a rock, drop it like a hot right now, I might even think about buying Google pre-split. That way, when the split happens, we do have an idea. Not that we know, we have an idea that the stock will run up into the split, and then after the split you'll have a lot of buyers coming in, so that price will go up. That's the idea, that's the thesis behind it, but it's very possible that that does not happen, right? So because of that, be careful on what I'm about to say right now. So if Google does drop a little bit more, I will be thinking about adding a share or two to my portfolio, and that way when the split does happen, I get to have my shares split open into a lot more shares and have fun with it. Microsoft did get back above 290 right now. It is flirting with that 290 level. Let's quickly go back over here, see if we see any buyers or sellers coming in off that level. We already banked in some wins, but not enough to turn Microsoft into a winning trade for us. So let's see if we can if we get stopped out on a possible breakout of a higher day on the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq over here that might come in very soon with the help of Microsoft breaking out, or do we go right back to the downside after failing to take out the higher day? Only a couple pennies from the higher day right now, so Microsoft very well could stop us out. Let's see if that happens. No, not yet. I'm actually gonna pull my order and I'm gonna hold the stock manually to see if I want to kick myself out on this one manually. We're gonna give it a timed stop now. So we did take out the higher day by a couple pennies, but not too much. Let's see if any buyers or sellers come in, even more over here. And 10 seconds are elapsed, so it looks like we're about to take this loss. We're watching the tape right now. Still not enough selling for me to hold, so I'm getting ready to just walk away from this one. Let's look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 also taking out the higher day, so yeah, that's enough for me there. We're gonna take that exit right there. So now that was enough of a wait for it to see where the buyers are or where the sellers are. It looks like Microsoft wants to keep on ripping to the north side today, does not want to stop. Now 7% in the green side on Microsoft. Absolute beauty of a move on Microsoft. S&P 500 up 1.4%, Nasdaq up 1.5%. Everything is just rip city. What is going on with Apple in that case?
That's because both of us were in green, I'm telling you.
Yes.
And Tony also in green.
Yes, green gang, baby, green nation. Apple almost back to 160 over here. Beautiful move on Apple also, from 155 all the way back to almost 160. Let's see if Apple manages to break 160, or does it have a fail break of 160 and push back to the downside, at which point I might try the exact same trade that I tried on Microsoft not too long ago, risking the higher day break on off of the 160 level and going short on Apple. Right now, Apple obviously a little bit more weaker than Microsoft. No catalyst for Apple the way that Microsoft has a catalyst. So a little bit weaker than Microsoft, but still on the green side today, up almost 2% on the day. We're only 15 minutes away from lunchtime, so I'm going to go for a quick little break and I'll be back, Miss V.
Great job, Prad. Congratulations. Your buying short is amazing. Yes, make sure you're not into the trade while you are away of your trading station. Ashvan is asking the website for heat map, guys. I showed a few minutes ago. I'm using Icon Reuters, but here Tyrone helping you that there is also Finviz. They have a nice heat map and it's absolutely free. And other websites also can help you with that. Alex Andrew is asking if there are any news on LCFY. I didn't see any news on that name, Alex, even though it was halted indeed at this area and then went to the downside. So we have 2 million volume on that name and 50% to the upside. We actually have just 15 million free float, so it's a low float name. Maybe that's the reason for that squeeze to the upside. Also, Fancy DO asking, Cosm, any idea? Well, I had idea on Cosma at the open. Currently, I literally think it's faded for the day. Maybe during the power hour, anything will happen. But the thing is, it's low float name. I believe 5 million float and also no news. So I don't think that we can expect any jump back to the upside on this side. And idea I had was at the open in the morning. I was looking for that 2.45 level for the short, but again, I didn't get into the trade, but would work perfectly. And let's see, guys, what else? Slade Roy. I believe you wrote me how to pronounce your last name, but I again forgot. I believe for Roy, and good observation of the low float. Thank you so much. And yes, guys, right. What else you would want me to pull up? Meanwhile, let me pull up Tesla. Obviously. Okay, guys, so Tesla got rejected at that 910 level again, went back to VWAP. Let's see if we will try to bounce back to this 10.9, but it could be nice scalping in this area out of 900 to 910 and back. So a few great shorts and longs on that name could work. And hello, Miss V. Hello, Edgar. I hope you're having a profitable day, and guys, I hope you like this video because 2,400 people are watching us right now, and only 600 likes. I'm pretty sure we can do better, and if you kind of indecisive, you won't give us a like or not, please do so, because again, we wouldn't ask if it wouldn't mean a lot to us. Valero thoughts, Vlo. I believe that name reported earnings recently, or supposed to. Let me check its energy name, and let me see if earnings are coming on that name. So I can see that multiple analysts raised target price for VLO, and yes, it reported earnings recently, and the company reported profit versus year ago loss. So I assume VLO should be higher today, and let's see. Hopefully it is, because news are good on this name. We have 2 million volume, and yay, we're up more than 3% on the day for that VLO. Prad, do you want to take a look at VLO?
VLO. Yeah, I'm on a little bit of a tilt right now, so I'm going to just stop trading for a little bit. Too much of a tilt over there based off that buyout that screwed me over. So that tilt probably made me give back a little bit more on other stocks than I should have. But thankfully, still green on the day. Still up more than my shutdown, which is good. But now my loss from top is more than what I would have liked it to be. So we're just going to maintain our trades for a little bit. I might just move over to futures. That way, you know, if I do get a read on the futures, I'll try to look for a trade over there. Right now, I don't have a read on the futures either, sadly. Maybe if we do go back to 4,200 on the futures to the downside, we can think about going long again off that level. S&P 500, NASDAQ still struggling at those highs. Microsoft looks like it burnt us by MEST. What are you typing? MSFT. Where's my chart? There it is. So Microsoft looks like it pushed up to almost $291. 290 and 98 happens to be the high of the day, and now we're right back to the downside on Microsoft. So looks like that was the level to go short. We missed out on that trade. Boeing, this was the level to go short. We missed out on that trade also. So two trades that we were working with a little bit to be on the right side, right direction, but just not the right time. You know, timing, location. I actually don't know what that joke is or where that joke even comes from, but I've heard it a lot. I've heard that location thing a lot. I don't even know where that's from. But you know, in the market, a little bit of it is location. You know, you gotta be perfect with your price. You gotta be perfect with your time, especially when you're in a prop firm environment such as Day Trade the World. You got to be very good with where you're timing your trades, how you're timing your trades, and where you're getting your prices and where you're getting filled. So you know, The reason why I say that is because when you're trading on your own accounts, you guys don't have the daily risk limit that kicks you out automatically. So because of that, for example, I'll put it in Miss V's terms, right? So in Miss V's terms, she has a $50 shutdown limit. That means she's only allowed to lose $50 in a day currently. And then if she's trading stocks, the way that we talk to each other on the floor, you only get at best 5 shots to trade a stock, 5 shots to trade maybe one stock, or 1 shot per 5 stocks. So you want to divide up your limit on how much you're putting on a stock. Maybe you're putting 10% per trade. Maybe you're putting 15% per trade. If it's a trade you really like, maybe you're putting 30% on that trade off your shutdown, and so on. So some of you don't really have to face that issue and can hold it a little bit longer. So maybe timing for you is not that big of an issue for you, but when you're on a prop firm environment such as us, timing is very important, and you will miss out on a very big opportunity because you didn't time your trade properly. I'm an example of that right now, a live example. I did not time my trade properly. Well, first, the price wasn't good, Prad. The 155 price was clearly horrible, right? Secondary, the timing of this trade was horrible at the same time. So this price was good, but the timing was bad. And the same thing over here. A little bit of both on MSFT, right? The price was good, but the timing was bad. The price wasn't too bad. You know, you might have to give Microsoft $1 risk sometimes. It's micro freaking soft, boys. You have to give it $1 room sometimes.
Micro freaking soft.
Yeah. You have to
trademarked.
You have to give it $1 room sometimes. But because I didn't give it $1 room, my timing was bad, and hence I'm not in a winning possible trade that I can add to my P&L on this. Great point by Trader Prad here. Here's the difference between internal versus external discipline. Have to really develop internal discipline when trading on more so than on floor. Thank you, Neil, for putting that in the chat. Thank you.
Indeed, Prad, great explanation and information. Thank you. I actually have a question for you on the chat. So, Bapesh Goody says, how do you guys avoid midday grinding action and still find a trend in a stock during this time? Grinding action, I believe it's like low volume during lunchtime. That's what's meant. So how, Prad, basically you find trading opportunities while volume is low?
Yeah, I mean, obviously one example could be what I tried to do on Microsoft over here. You know, you see the stock going into a significant level such as 290, and you try to make a trade work for you around that 290 level. So something like that, you know, finding the higher days, especially in a day like today where the market has been very up and down off the open, the chances are the market's going to be a little bit more up and down. Now, a lot of it depends on your own trading setups, depends on what type of setups you enjoy trading. For example, myself, I enjoy looking for reversal trades and so on. So variables change based on time, variables change based on amount of volume the stock has and everything. But for the most part, the best thing to do, actually, there was that Greg used to talk about on the floor. Guys, just don't trade from 11 o'clock to 2. Do not trade from 11 o'clock to 2 because according to, you know, he's been managing for about 3 or 4 years now. Neil has been manager for about God knows how long now. And Neil probably can vouch for you too that most people just lose money from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, they're making money. From 9:30 to 11, they're making money. So we have this like hidden rule. That being said, people are still taking shots. People are still taking trades from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock without a doubt. But there's a little bit of a thing in there from 11 to 2 where if you just avoid trading between that time, you can save yourself so much money on the market itself, right? Trade maybe during the volume periods and not during the low volume periods. $50 loss is nothing. Yeah, and then imagine Miss V who has to trade Tesla the way she did yesterday. Obviously, she had a bad day today. This is her only second down day in 2 weeks of trading.
Yeah, so overall, I'm still, even with today's loss, I'm still going to be in a profitable territory.
And you did that with only being able to lose $50 a day?
Yeah.
Imagine how hard that is.
It is. I just like, Tesla is not the right name for me to trade, absolutely.
That's even harder. That's even more a testament to your ability to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Granted, Tesla's a monster.
Yeah.
If you are allowed to only lose $50 on Tesla, that happens in 1 minute.
Yes.
That will happen in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So for you, like, you have to be so perfect with the timing, and she's been so good at it doing
Thank
so.
you, Brad.
Obviously, she can be better. She can always be better.
I will.
Right? So on that note, imagine how hard it is for her trading Tesla with $50 shutdown.
Thank you, Brad.
With my shutdown, don't trade Tesla because I know that I will lose all my money like that. It's scary for me.
That's true.
Right?
Thank you, Brad.
$50 a day. Yeah, we already talked about that. Trading Tesla. Okay, we talked about that. Sorry, bros. I got filled 66 after unliking my 120. Wow. I see how it is. Where are we at the like button? Did I even like it today? Oh, I was. I did like it today. I think I was number 5, but we were just one off of 666 over there. So I think that's what you were talking about, Playmaker. 666. It took me 2 days. I lost 1.5K in stops and made 7K, so I passed out, but it was hard. Mike Crayhead. Hey, congratulations on that comeback, my friend. Beautiful comeback. Boeing with a beautiful drop that we missed out on, man. Look at that drop from 158. Man, this goes back to the conversation that I had with Sean not too long ago, I think 3 weeks ago. Prad, you know you want to take the trade at the pre-market low. So why are you even bothering fighting for this trade over here when you know that you want to take most of your size at 158? So a little bit of a lesson for me to know on my own notes when I go home and jot my journal down that, Prad, you know you wanted 158 pre-market low fill instead. Why did you even bother taking the loss over here and give back a little bit of the money that you made today? So that's going in my books today without a doubt. We're going back to game 6 in the 6 tomorrow night. I thought it was today night. It's tomorrow night. In the tomorrow Jurassic Park gonna be wild. You know what? I'll probably see you at the Jurassic Park then. Screw it. 23rd. I'll message my boys too. I'll see if my boys want to go to Jurassic Park after work. I'll probably see you there. I'll put some money down on it. But I'll be honest. We might just lose tomorrow, guys. We might just lose tomorrow and take the L at 4-2 status. What do you think, Neil? Losing yesterday? Yeah. He said, yeah. He said if I thought they were losing at 5, obviously I'm going to think they're going to lose at 6. So hopefully they don't, though. But, you know, I'm going to be putting some money on them and trying to make some more money on the stock market over there. Or not stock market, the sports gambling market. Is it a real Jurassic Park? I thought it was just a movie. So because the Raptors, the name is after a dinosaur, the Toronto Raptors, they named the circle outside of the Toronto Raptors. There's a big screen where they play the game on. That circle is actually originally known as Madison Square Garden. No, not Madison Square Garden. Maple Leaf Square. Sorry, Maple Leaf Square. Madison Square Garden. That's in New York, Prad. Come on. It was known as the Maple Leaf Square where they used to play the Maple Leafs watching the sport outside, so you don't have to go inside and pay for the tickets. But now that the Raptors are part of that whole franchise and the whole arena, they when Raptors are playing, they call it the Jurassic Park, and when Leafs are playing, they call it Maple Leaf Square.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Actually.
Have you ever been there?
I've been there, like
to watch it in the square.
Yeah, when they show like on the huge screen.
Yeah.
So actually, I was doing my report when I was studying journalism. I also was doing one on Maple Leafs game, and I was coming there and interviewing people. They were playing with some USA team, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was.
You get so much free stuff there going there. I love going there just for the free stuff.
Free stuff though, but it was pretty much fun, and the energy was in the air. It was pretty much cool. Talking about energy, Issa Muhammad sent me 8 super chat on the day saying hugs, kisses, roses to Valeriia. Issa, I'm wishing and sending you all the same. Absolutely. Thank you. You're the best. You're amazing. I'm so glad you found our show and kind of got acquainted with all of us.
And you know, I thought you were going to be fancy with that segue you were trying to pull off. You know, talking about energy, let's go into energy stocks is what I thought you were going to do. That would have been a great segue if you did that, because I actually have an energy stock that I read on the watch list that I have over here. It's talking about Enphase Energy. So let's go see what the ticker is for Enphase Energy. Enphase ENPH. So ENPH apparently jumped up by 8% in pre-market after reporting record revenue exceeding analyst expectations on both bottom and top line, and said the Europe will be a key growth area looking forward as Russia's invasion of Ukraine sends power stock soaring. So ENPH today obviously up now, still 8%. So really didn't really move too much from the pre-market move. Pre-market moves at 8%, and now we're looking at 8.5. So let's go look at ENPH over here, ENPH.NQ. ENPH currently doing what? Looks like did nothing off the open drive. We did try to go higher off the open drive, but instantly came back down to 162 areas, and now we're just trading sideways a little bit on this stock. And let's go check a look at what XLE is looking like. This is your energy ETF. A really good way to go look at the overall market is always looking at the ETFs over there. So XLE up 1.8% today.
Prad, Facebook flushing on the toilet, as Neil says.
What is going on Facebook over here? Market just pooped on itself. Facebook was about to go dump city. Oh my God, Facebook. Did they release their earnings by mistake or something like how Firm did?
Chat.
Meta platform sees... Oh, they did review earnings. Oh, okay. So Neil just put it in our work chat. Walter Bloomberg on Twitter tweeted, Meta platform sees second quarter revenue 27 billion to 29 billion and an estimation of 30.74 billion Facebook. So whatever that move was instantly returned back. I'm not sure what's going on. Look at that big volume candle on Facebook, man. How many shares was that on the 3-minute candle? That's 3 million shares. Holy moly. Lot of action coming out on Facebook. Facebook just pooped the bed over there completely. And market pooped with it. Obviously, market being a big, Facebook being a pretty decent component of the market. Let's actually go see how big of a component it is. QQQ stock weights. Facebook should be, what am I looking at here, my friend? Facebook is about 3.81%, so not as big as Apple or Microsoft, but still a pretty big weightage. Almost 4% of the market is Facebook, and looks like they completely returned from that drop, man. What the heck? That was a big return. Was any of that dark pool, or was that legitimate? Let's go check out actually over here. Nope, all of that was legitimate, and all of that all the way back was legitimate also. A big, nasty candle, a breakout, shakeout, breakout on Facebook. Oh my goodness, Facebook was nasty over there. Facebook was absolutely nasty. Looks like Yushi is saying Facebook earnings are out though, so maybe Yushi got the reading wrong over there. Not sure what Yushi's talking about. I'm just gonna believe what Neil told me on this side. Facebook 8% of QQQ is quite troubling. It's not 8%, it's 4%. 4%. This seems to be fake for your information. Hearing this could be incorrect info, says Brandon on grabbing off another tweet over there. So a lot of confusion going on Facebook. Almost a Firm replay. If you guys remember what happened on a Firm came out with their earnings report earlier than what they intended to, and then a Firm got penalized by the SEC, I believe, or they were going to look into it, and have yet to be penalized. I don't know what the story that happened over there on Facebook, or a Firm, sorry. What a crazy dip by opportunity on Facebook, though. If anyone bought 169, I don't know if Neil did anything with Facebook on that drop. No, big crazy drop, and then you just had to load up on the low. The buy the dip, BTFD strategy, insane buy the dip strategy coming in. Meta is a metaphor for censorship. Yeah, why not? Why not go with that? That was a little bit of excitement that came into the market for us. I hope some of you had fun with that move. Obviously, I was not able to capitalize on anything. I thought Facebook was going to go even more to the downside, but it looks like it instantly came back up. Boeing is falling, and yes, it is. You know, obviously, we missed out on that move on Boeing. We were trying to short 158. We missed out on it, and it sucks to be me because I gave back about... How do I put this without actually giving away how much money I've made on this stock today? I think I gave back about, let me just do this really calculator. I still have 77% of the money that I made. So I gave back about 23% on Boeing over there, trying to short it. I gave back 23% of my overall money that I made on Boeing, which is fine with me. I'm still up big time. I was on it, Prad, Facebook. Let's go, dude. Big move on Facebook for Tyrone over there. You guys are smoking it. So I congratulations, my man. Congratulations. Facebook earnings today. Duh, that's correct. Facebook earnings are today, and obviously look like they could have dropped their earnings themselves and then took back their, or you know, maybe faked it, or someone else has faked it for them. We don't really know what's going on that side yet. Market makers getting those cheap Facebook shares. All right, let's go away from Facebook a little bit. Let's go check on Microsoft, which is actually heading back towards 280, 290 right now. Sorry, not 280, towards 290. Bloomberg error. Correct Metaflow and Platinum did not report earnings. So Bloomberg error. Bloomberg apparently messed up on that article. Bloomberg terminal. Walter Bloomberg, who is obviously a Twitter guy who just takes the Bloomberg terminal information and automatically tweets it out. Probably an algorithm that does it automatically. Every single important tweet with a 5-star rating on Bloomberg probably automatically gets taken and tweeted out to Twitter. So that's why that mistake came in, and that mistake gave people the opportunity to smoke that trade over there by just buying up that dip. What a complete mess. What a complete SHIT show going on over there on that side. I like Bloomberg more now. Apparently you only pay 99 cents from Bloomberg now a month or something, or was that just for the news? I think that's just for the news channel. Bloomberg still cost about $10,000 for the keyboard or something ridiculous like that, right? So yeah, Bloomberg is still wild. You know what, though? I will be surprised if the actual report is not anything further from what we see right now that came out. So if the actual report comes out and we see the exact same numbers, then someone in Bloomberg got insider information from Facebook for sure, and they ended up making that report, and they ended up disturbing the market. So now I'm very focused. Not focused, I'm very interested to see what the actual numbers come out. If the actual numbers are anywhere close to this numbers, then someone in Bloomberg got tipped off by Facebook. SEC is calling Bloomberg, 100% they have to. All right, now let's move away from this fiasco that we just saw over there and look for some other opportunities across the board. S&P 500 trying to go down, NASDAQ trying to come down along with it. Microsoft still holding up at 288. Apple holding up at 158.50. This level at 158.50 was pretty significant yesterday, if I remember correctly, or was it 159.50? It was actually 159.50. And notice how market turned around at 159.50 on Apple. Wowza! I'm sure if Luca is here right now, Luca's not here. Luca was actually calling out this 159.50 level yesterday. He got a killer trade off that 159.50 level, and that same level playing again. Look at that, 159.50. That's actually 159 right here. 159.50 level right here. He got a killer trade off that, and he was actually short all the way into the close. That same level right now coming into play one more time. So many people are saying that, Jim. I can't believe I sold a lot of Microsoft that closed yesterday. It's all good, my friend. You know, as long as you made money on it, it's all good. You can't predict Microsoft to do what it did, right? A lot of people were scared that Microsoft was gonna go down because of Google's earnings report came out. Thankfully, it dropped first. But thankfully, after that drop, it just whipped right back to the north territory, all the way to the moonshotting north direction. So I think all of those factors combined, Microsoft did a great thing over there, a great thing to the north side. People scared will make you money. That is true. Fear is good. Fear is great. But right now, the fear in the market is actually down 4% today. UVXY down 4% on the day, currently trading at $16.40, almost at a double bottom, triple bottom on the 3-minute chart for UVXY on Amex. Let's see what UVXY wants to do. My throat's drying up, so I'm going to take a quick little break and sip on this cranberry juice. So UVXY, obviously volatility getting to the downside a little bit and slowing down. What about Amazon? You know, obviously we're waiting for Amazon earnings to come out. I believe Amazon earnings is actually tomorrow after hours with Apple. Let me go confirm that right now. Where is analyst desk? There is analyst desk. Where is Luca's message? Here's Luca's message. Open up this note, and here we are. Twitter, Caterpillar, Nokia, Southwest Airlines, MasterCard, McDonald's, Merck, which is I believe that's a medical company if I remember correctly. Peabody Energy, another energy company. I don't know what that is. Domino's Pizza, and here's the main thing that we were talking about: Amazon, Apple, Roku, Intel, Robinhood, U.S. Steels, Gilead, and then some no-name companies over here. At least no name for me because I don't really trade these companies down here. So these few companies down here: X, Hood, INTC, Roku, AMZN, and Apple. Tomorrow we got another big interesting day coming up for us in terms of earnings basket plays. Today, I actually want to talk about Robinhood. So wait, isn't Robinhood already out? Didn't Robinhood already report? Yeah, they did. So for some reason, this picture over here says Robinhood reports tomorrow. So this is actually false. And the reason why I wanted to talk about Robinhood, because Robinhood, after releasing their earnings report, are talking about cutting about 10% of employment. They're talking about too many duplicate jobs. You know, people got overhired in terms of the growth that they needed. They overhired, and people were working multiple jobs. Kind of like I remember what I was doing in my IT job when I was working there. They gave me 2 people under me, and I was like, I don't need 2 people under me. I can literally do this whole job by myself. And the second they gave me 2 people under me, I started doing no work for myself because I know that there wasn't enough work for me to do. And then if they're gonna pay me to do nothing and just sit there and then dictate people being the team lead, of course I'm gonna dictate people being the team lead. You put me in power. So Robinhood kind of going through the same struggles over there. Too much hiring, too much over hiring, multiple people doing the same job. So missing out on earnings over there and going to the downside, obviously, a little bit. They dumped them yesterday after hours. They dumped them yesterday, likes. Robinhood listed more crypto. Yeah, they did list more crypto, and they continue to list more crypto. So that's a good thing for Robinhood. Let's see. And I think Fidelity actually put the ability to invest in cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin for your 401k accounts. Today, cryptocurrency actually up pretty good. Bitcoin up 2.5, Ethereum 2.5, Solana 2.3, Cardano 1.2, Dogecoin 1.6, and Shiba 0.4%. All of them in the green for me. These are all the coins that I'm invested in personally. Bitcoin slightly below 40k, but still very close to 40k. So that makes me happy as long as we don't go all the way down below 36k or so. Because I'm happy.
Clap along and you feel.
Miss V, stop singing over there. What the heck, Miss V? We were all about to start to clap along.
I think we would be perfect characters for, like, how you call it, movies where they always singing.
Like a
like La La
musical
Land,
movie.
Musical movie.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
would be the perfect
No,
people
I'm
for
okay.
that. Yeah, okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll watch you though. I'll come watch you. I'll come
No,
support you.
you should
So
be
you
with
don't
me.
want to do it, but you want.
I do want, but I think like both of us, like as a team, we would be so cool. Like that high school.
High School Musical?
Yeah, we would be perfect for that.
What am I, Zac Efron, Miss V?
Right.
Obviously, we do have a Zac Efron in the chat. Yesterday, I was going through. Not in the chat, in the office. Yesterday, I was going through all the nice comments you guys put in for the boy over there, and I was sending him screenshots of all these comments. Where did these comments go? You know, I was just having fun with how you guys were just simping over Spencer yesterday. You know, some of these comments over here. Hey cutie, Superman, blah 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 blah, like all these comments. You just had to screenshot them and share with the boys over there. You know, some of them got jealous, some of them were smiling. At the end of the day, it's all fun and games. We had fun introducing a new guy to you guys, and you guys for sure had fun simping all over him. And next time, I think we have another trader who is actually gearing up to be on the show. I think he wanted to be on the show yesterday, but obviously we had Spencer on yesterday and we didn't have time for Kushan. But Kush, that's a sick name, right? Kush? Come on. I wish my name was Kush. Actually, no, Prad's a pretty sick name. I like my name. But Kushan wants to be on the show pretty soon. So whenever he has a successful trade or even a bad trade that he wants to talk about, we'll have our homie Kush on the show very soon. More and more faces for you guys to get used to. Discord channels are hives of scum. Oh my. Be nice, buddy. All right, where are we going to next? DWAC flashed after Elon Musk tweeted DWAC is a terrible name. Is that what he just said? Really? Let's go check out what DWAC is doing currently. DWAC did push down, and let me go confirm if this tweet's real. Elon Musk, what is this tweet that you're talking about? By free speech, that's not the one. This one, Truth Social is currently beating Twitter and TikTok on App Store. Truth Social, terrible name, exists because Twitter censored free speech. That's not a wrong statement over there. That statement's pretty true. DWAC only exists because Twitter banned ex-US president, which is what's his name again, Donald Trump. So Twitter banning Donald Trump and banning free speech is the only reason Truth Social's up there. But look at that, man. Truth Social is actually #1 on the charts. So it makes a lot of sense why DWAC was DWACking today. You know, DWACking, that was a joke from Sean or from Brandon, actually. That joke was from Brandon, actually. So thank you, Brandon, for making that joke. I get to steal it from you. DWACking, and Boeing is now going all the way down. I am very upset at myself for missing out on this trade. I had multiple times to get back on this trade, but obviously I felt like I'm on tilt. Based on the loss that made me incur more losses. So because I feel like I'm on tilt, I don't want to take any trades, so I miss out on more opportunities over here. But obviously for anyone who took that opportunity at 158, which was the level I said I originally want to be short on, and I traded this very poorly. Everything over here was poor. Everything over here was genius. So now I feel like a little bit of a dummy on my own best stock of the day. Thankfully, we're still up big time on it. We only gave back 23% of Boeing today on this overall fiasco that we did over here. Don't trade on tilt, never ever. That is true. That is why I'm not trying to trade at the moment. I feel like I'm still on tilt for some reason. But I shouldn't be, because I'm up on the day. I'm having a good day. I'm having fun. I get to talk to you beautiful faces. I get an even more beautiful face right next to me. So I don't even know why I'm on tilt. I should not be on tilt, but I know I am. So that's why I don't want to be making a trade at the moment.
Mark Tank Top says, I'd rather watch Prad and V than Dab and Amber Heard. Wow, I'll take it as a compliment. I'm actually watching them. And
I know. It's pretty entertaining to watch.
It is, oh my God. But like Johnny Depp.
She pooped on his bed?
You. Wow.
She pooped on his bed? How crazy do you have to be to do that?
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Like,
I think.
How crazy do you have to be doing that? Yeah. I don't like you today, so I'm going to get mad at you and go poop on your bed. Yeah. All right, lady. You're crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
A little bit, yeah.
Next time I see her in public, I'm running the other direction from her. Like, I don't want to be anywhere close to that girl. But at the same time, Johnny Depp is equally crazy. Like, this guy was, like, smashing glass bottles in his house and whatnot. Yeah. They're both crazy.
Both crazy, but it's absolutely entertaining to watch up to them. But do you know that she also has been in some relationships with Elon Musk?
No.
Amber Heard.
Oh, I heard
they made a picture of
something.
them. I don't know about that, but they were caught in elevator and she was naked wearing only a duvet, like blanket or something, and that's it. And like they were caught like a few times, so they were dating like or something. So yeah, I wonder if they will invite Elon Musk.
Man, Elon, bro.
Oh yeah, I like when we turn into some gossip show.
I was joking.
Yeah, I know, but I like when we turn a little bit into gossip show, you know.
Yeah, over here on Market Movers. No, I can't say my man Elon because that girl's crazy. I'm sorry, but Elon probably
also crazy a little bit. Let's be honest.
In a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way. Yeah. No, Elon for sure crazy too. No doubt about that. Some of his interviews are hilarious.
Yeah, and your favorite Kanye West a little bit.
Obviously, he's off his rockers. He's on medications. He's crazy.
All the coolest people are crazy. Looks like. Meanwhile, guys, I'm keeping an eye on Tesla. Tesla gave up to break that 910 level. Looks like we have a lot of sellers sitting in here, and we broke view up back to the downside on Tesla. Talking about Elon, we will hit this animation. And yeah, Brad.
Yeah, so Elon not too long ago just now tweeted about DWAC being a garbage name. I'm not sure if I agree with that. You know, Truth Social is not that bad of a name. I've heard of worse names of stocks or applications such as Peloton, right? I've heard worse names in my life or even Roku, right? I've heard worse names. Truth Social is not that bad. It kind of tells you exactly what it does, and it tells you exactly what the goal is. So it's not that bad in my mind, right? But overall, Elon tweeting that might have caused this dump to the downside. Actually, there's a way to check if it did. So you know what we do? We copy this tweet and we go here and we put it over here on DWAC. So let's see, DWAC. Let's actually go here and let's put it on the 5-minute chart. You guys ready for this? Copy paste that. So you see that? You see that? So where is this tweet linked to? You guys see that? It's not actually linked to this. What? What is today's date? 28th? 27th at 1 o'clock? It is 1 o'clock. So why is this? Hello? Why is this saying that this belongs over here? Oh, maybe if I turn off after hours, then we will see it properly. Huh? Alright, now we'll see it properly. There we go. Why does that mark it to 9 o'clock? It's supposed to mark it to 1 o'clock. Alright, whatever. We'll delete that, delete that, delete that, cancel, 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 and we'll put this back to extended hours. So usually this is supposed to remove this. This is supposed to tag it to the exact time that the stock, the tweet came out and the stock moved, but for some reason it's tagging it to the opening print of the day. So it looks like TradingView needs to fix their code over there a little bit, because this was actually tweeted on the 27th April at 1 o'clock. So not too long ago, only 10 minutes ago or 24 minutes ago, sorry, it was tweeted, and that's when the drop came. So I tried to be a little fancy for you guys, tried to show you some capability that Twitter has, but obviously that capability is not even good on TradingView. TradingView needs to fix their code over there. Boom, 50K win on Boeing short. Let's go, Mike Murphy. That's what I'm talking about. I know you were short around 140, 154 or something. So you know, I tried that short too, or I think you were actually talking at 152 areas. So maybe you left that trade and you got back in at 158, which was the right idea, pre-market low. I should have done that too, and I honestly did do that, but I got onto tilt where I traded it so poorly and I missed out on that trade. But congratulations, Mike Murphy, on that beautiful execution all the way back to VWAP. I labeled that trade out for you guys and even for myself, but I just traded it so badly. I feel so angry about it. Is that a paid TradingView feature? I don't think so. I don't think it is, but I can't tell you if it is or not because I pay for it. Tesla buy. Tesla, Miss V, you have any opinions on Tesla as a buy?
Good question actually. So I would say here at 899, 900 level is a good buy for that. But as now we broke and QQQ also kind of going back to VWAP, I'm not sure if this 897 is the best level. I would personally wait at least until like this. I mean, 896 might be a good area, but again, we need more positivity to come. And after Tesla failed to breaking that 910 to the upside, I wouldn't currently get into long trade on Tesla. But let's see, guys. Maybe there are some long opportunities.
Yeah, you were talking about Tesla over there. So thank you, Miss V, for the Tesla analysis. Trump 2023 special election. Ooh, that'll be something if that ends up going through. No conviction to trade anything. That's okay, my friend. Nothing wrong with that. That just means you don't see any trades. One of our viewers, Dell the Day Trader, I don't know if he's watching us right now. Dell the Day Trader on Twitter was actually tweeted something cool on yesterday, I believe. He said, no trades showed up for me, so I took no execution, so I took no losses, and I made no money. And at the end of the day, the idea is, you know, nothing wrong with not making a trade. If you don't find conviction in it, you're better off sitting on your hands. You're better off not making a trade at all. That's good. That's good. Trust me. One of the other ways to explain it, you know, beginner traders such as, you know, myself, Miss V, we probably will have this history of, you know, making 100, losing 100, making 100, losing 100, making 200, losing 300, making 200, losing 100. It just goes like that cycle for beginner traders is very normal. But what you want to be going into is like making 100, making nothing, making nothing, making nothing, making 100, making nothing, making nothing on days that there is no trade set setup.
Yeah.
So it's not necessary to make money every single day, because on the days that you aren't making money, you also aren't losing money, and on the days that you are actually making money,
Yeah.
it's all compounding at the end of the
True.
day. So
Don't
you want to
force
focus
yourself.
on taking good trades, taking good trades. There's
Yes.
no reason to be in every single trade that you want to be in. Focus on the good trades. I'm also talking to myself when I say this, because there was no reason for me to do this. Absolutely no reason other than FOMO, other than just wanting to be in a trade for the show. Yeah, I'm going to use the show as an excuse over here. Just wanting to be in a trade for the show, wanting to make more money, greed, and also losing on that buyout setup, which is exactly back to my price that I was at, got me on tilt a little bit. So all of that combined made me go on tilt and trade this very poorly. But when I was starting this trade, if you zoom back to, if you rewind the tape a little bit of this show, you will see me talking about how I'm taking tiny size over here, and if this fails, I'll get back in at 158. I said that, but you guys saw how poorly I traded this, very, very poorly, and that's because of tilt. Never trade on tilt. They would all be great platforms. You guys are talking about DWAC and Truth Social. Yeah, I mean, without censorship, I don't know. I have like a weighing scale when it comes to censorship. I think censorship's good, but not to the limit that we are seeing right now in the world. Censorship to the degree that we are seeing in the world is bad, because it kind of stops people from talking about anything in life, right? I can't talk about most things that I might want to talk about, because I'm very opinionated, and I have kind of an opinion on a bunch of things, but most of the things are not worth talking about, because you're always worried about getting canceled. There is no freedom of speech. There is no real reason to have a intelligent conversation with people anymore, because everyone's worried about what the backlash might be on the opposite end of that conversation. So on that note, not having censorship, having the freedom of speech will be great, but also at the same time, when you don't have the censorship, people will just say anything they want, all the smack they want. They will be racist. They will be, discriminating people. They will be putting down women. Any incels out there will be putting down women openly, because they know they're not going to get banned. And because of that, I believe censorship is still needed. A degree of censorship. Not 100% censorship to the wall where I can't even say I hate you, but I want a little bit of in there that you can control people that are extremely off the rails, who are on the extreme sides. The extremes need to be controlled. The middles can be left free, do whatever they want. I took some GE puts, many to be short, but I'm still holding. GE, General Electric, had earnings yesterday, I believe, GE.
You're right, but let me double check on that name.
GE, yeah. 26th of April, which was, yesterday.
But I know actually some analyst note on that name happened today. The Credit Suisse group came out and downgraded General Motors or General Electric you talk about?
GE, General Electric.
General Electric price target 102.
102. I don't know what these analysts are smoking, man. I want whatever these analysts are smoking, honestly, because whatever I'm smoking is not working for me. These analysts are on some good stuff over there. It's like, what is going on? Where do you get these numbers from, man? But whatever, though. They upgraded it to $100 or something. 102, Ms. V said. They're down 1% today on GE. They did have an earnings report yesterday, which looks like actually a mixed earnings report. They beat on earnings, but they missed on revenue. So a mixed earnings report over there overall. And that dropped them yesterday to the downside, and today they're extending that losses a little bit more by 1 full percent. So we'll see where GE goes from here. Obviously, they upgraded to $102 after failing 2 days in a row, so I'm not sure if we even get back to 100. I do see a gap that could be filled, over here to $87 from 85 to 87. I'm not sure when that gap will be filled or if that gap will be filled, but whenever that opportunity shows up to take the breakout long of 84, 85, or even 82 breakout long, I will be there looking for that opportunity.
Prad, I want to bring my favorite segment in, top 10 traders. of the day. And again, those are P&Ls for yesterday. Again, we don't know who these people, where they're located. We know only that they trade with Day Trade the World, that their profit and markets they were trading. So first place, 31,700 profit trading AMAX and Nasdaq. Second place, 21,000 profit trading New York and Nasdaq. Third place, 18,000 trading Nasdaq only, and fourth place trading AMAX, 17,700 profit. Looks like AMAX and Nasdaq were the most popular markets yesterday for traders today.
No 100 grand today?
Not today. But that was 2 days in a row though. So guys, anyways, great job, congratulations, and 31,000 profit on a day. It's fantastic also. We're just spoiled with that.
And only on
100,000.
Nasdaq and Amex.
Yeah.
It's not even New York stocks. So I'm guessing most of that was probably made on Tesla.
Or either shorting Tesla, Twitter. What else was dipping as a...
The biggest move on Nasdaq has to be Tesla.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that was a Tesla trader.
Easy. You could easily make that amount of money shorting Tesla yesterday.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, congratulations. Obviously, Miss V, thank you for showcasing the potential. If you're part of the beautiful family that we have over here, known as the Day Trade the World umbrella, go hit up the Day Trade the World website. Go learn more about how to open up your own prop firm. And for anyone who wants to learn more, obviously you can also message the big homie Viking himself, Justin Kojak. Kojak?
Yeah.
Hey, Justin Kojak. So you can message the homie over there on Twitter.
As you brought that, I also really wanted to show Twitter, because I saw messages again in the morning that people say that I have a lot of fake accounts. Again, guys, the only way you can protect yourself is that you go to our main page and you see what account does it follow, and that's it. Follow us once and never follow any others accounts like this. Second of all, we never text you first and ask you to pay anything, buy anything. We don't do that, absolutely. And again, you can always be safe. Just write on the chat exclamation mark socials, or for example exclamation mark Prad, and Nightbot will bring you the legit social media for a particular person you're looking. And again, we are going here at our home page on Twitter. You can see 7 people that are following, and here you can see Trader TV Justin. So just jump into his DMs and we're good. What is this? Wow, looks nice. Justin had a nice burger recently. We actually having chicken burger for
today?
lunch. Yes.
Man, I keep trying to get to a super chicken every day, and something good ends up being the lunch. I haven't had super chicken in so long now. Darn it.
Real quick, we have super chat from Mike Crehan. It was V. Oh my God, I see you. I didn't really get what you're talking about, but thank you for your super chat, Mike. I see you too.
I just want to show how I'm not even worthy of a fake account. So if you type Trader TV Prad, there's this one and only Trader TV Prad. But if you just type Trader TV Val, look at that right there. 3 new accounts, and there's only one Valeriia that I know is real right here. The rest of them are fake. Look at this, Trader TV Sean. You'll probably find 4 or 5, and I have so many of them blocked. Trader TV Neil. Look at that, right? Prad's not even worthy of being fake. Platinum Prad, there's only one Platinum Prad. Trader TV Prad, there's only one Trader TV Prad. So lucky enough for you, there's no spoofs of me, no fakes of me. So there will be, not yet, there'll probably be some eventually.
Starting today, there will be.
Miss V's probably going to make one. No, I'm joking. But if you do see anyone else, thankfully I don't have any fakes of me, but there's tons of fakes of V, Sean, Neil, and so on. And if they do message you trying to sell you Bitcoin or trying to ask you to give you a Bitcoin so they can double it, it's not us, okay? None of it was us. Stay away from those guys. There's realistically, we have no reason to message you guys on the weekend or throughout the day. You know, we're here for you guys through the whole day for you. And at the end, when we go home, we want to spend time with our family, our dogs, our girlfriends, our boyfriends, and so on. For me, it's my computer. So we want to spend time with whatever that is we want to spend time with. And there is no reason for us to, like, you know, shoot you guys a message unless you guys message us and we respond. We love talking to you guys. We love responding. I have so many DMs from everyone, and I respond to every one of them. But I will never be the first one to initiate that DM. So if someone's messaging you first, be very careful. Please be very careful. We talked about GE. We talked about cryptocurrencies. Let's go look at Affirm. Affirm, new low a day? No, Affirm is actually not at the all-time lows. It's recently created the all-time lows at $26. Now we're looking at $29 on Affirm. It is a possibility that over the next few days, well, we only got 2 more days in the stock market. The stock market, 2 more days in this week. Imagine the stock market ends in 2 more days. 2 more days in this week. So when this week I could see Affirm go down to that all-time low of $26. But if it's not sometime this week, maybe sometime next week, we could see that number come into play, and maybe a possible trade to be made off of that number. Either a long bounce off the 26 level or a short off that 26 breakout to the downside. Either way, we'll be watching that level. I'll actually make right now, what's it called? I will actually go make a thing right now. Trader Prad is cool. He responds to my DMs. You haven't DM'd me in like 2 weeks. I was actually thinking about you yesterday. I was like, where the heck is my boy Playmaker? He usually always DMs me, and today, or at least for a while now, I haven't seen a single DM coming from him. He doesn't like me anymore. Was my thesis on that. And right now, I'm actually just trying to make an alert, add an alert for Affirm, EMA, VWAP. No, I want alert for Affirm. So I'm just adding an alert over here. These alerts are already done, so I can just delete these ones. Garbage.
Real quick, Trader Tax actually sent us another super chat so thank you so much, Trader Tax. We appreciate that, and hopefully you're having a wonderful day. And guys, around 20 minutes left until the end of Market Movers, and I remind you kindly to like this video. We are now at 749 likes, which means we need still around 250 more likes. It's kind of a lot for 20 minutes. Hopefully we'll be able to get there, as every day we get 1,000 likes, and we want to keep that tradition.
Something about likes? Sorry, I was reading chat.
Yes.
Something about likes. Okay. Coming back to me over here, I'm just reading chat. Someone said, Karnveer said, what's Prad's Twitter? Karnveer, you can just do !Prad and you'll see my Twitter. Same thing applies for Val. If you do !Val, you'll see her Instagram, I believe. So yeah, make sure to just use those commands, or !Sean, !Neil. You'll get all our social medias through that. What are your chart settings, Prad? Are you talking about my TradingView chart settings? I really don't have any settings. It's the most basic settings there are. I don't tamper with settings too much, because I don't really know what I'm doing with those settings part. So I just leave it the way it is. If anything, I change the color schemes of my chart. This chart right now is red and green, but my actual color scheme is blue and yellow. It matches with my logo that I paid for not too long ago, actually pretty long ago. This logo right here, you know, yellow for up, blue for down, Trader Prad, matches my logo, my color scheme. Basically, the idea is, I read somewhere, psychology. When you see red and green, and you see red and green not only on the chart but also on the time of sales and all over the place when you're trading stocks, we get attached to that red and green so much emotionally and mentally that it kind of plays games with your trades a little bit. So I read that, you know, changing the color of red and changing the color of green will disassociate you from the move of the chart, and that's why I did this. Obviously, I'm 2 years down the road now where the color of the candle does not affect me anymore, and for the most part, you guys know I'm not even looking at charts. My main screen for my trading is just all level 2s, my full screen level 2s, and my charts are up here, but for the most part, we're just reading the tape and studying the level 2 for making a trade over there. Got to toy with the fake account makers and hackers. These are worse than telemarketers. I'm not sure what that came out of. Stop console wars. Let me zoom down over here. Uses bars. No, no, no. I hopefully I think I know what bars you're talking about, Mike. And no, no, no. I'm colorblind. Jokes on you. Let's go, Davey. That's what I'm talking about, Dave Trader. That's what I'm talking about. Just be colorblind. Solves all the issues, right? Hello, Trader Prad and the lovely Miss V. Hope all of your trades are hitting.
Hello, Glenn Human. Someone asked there like where they can learn about options actually. So guys, again, amazing Daniel Shea join us every Thursday at not 2.50, oh my god, I'm trading too much. At 2:50 tomorrow at the closing show, and Thursday is tomorrow. You got it right. So Danielle Shea will join us. Also follow Danielle on Twitter. She is specializing in options, so I think her Twitter page will be helpful to her. And also check out what does she following up with. So yeah, I will send you the link for Danielle Shea Instagram also.
Oh, so someone in the chat actually said that tweet, Tim Gramling, Elon's tweet was in the AM, not PM. You're actually very correct. This tweet over here that we actually used to tag in TradingView was 12 hours ago. You're correct. But this tweet over here was 30 minutes ago. So maybe if we put this tweet in here on DWAC, now it should show up properly. Look at that. There we go. That's perfect. Oh, so their coders actually don't need to fix it. Their coders are good. They're smart at what they do. So look at this line that gets drawn, right? This line is, no matter where you go, that line right there. So when that tweet came in, that caused the drop. And looks like Elon apparently tweeted something else along with it. So let's go. Should be called Trumpet instead. Oh my god, he's just making all kinds of jokes right now. He's trying to ignite another war over here. So it looks like when this tweet came out, where is it? I'm just trying to find the perfect times. Looks like it's right here. So when this tweet came out, we dropped a little bit more. So Elon over there moving DWAC a little bit based on his tweets. Not sure if that's a good thing. Kind of bad for DWAC investors and DWAC traders because Elon, is just doing bad things for that stock right now. Obviously pushing it down. Looks like a little bit of a manipulation action coming in. Maybe SEC attacks him for that. Who knows? Actually, Trumpet would be a better name. I'm not taking any sides on this one. Obviously, I have no stake in the game. I have no opinions on this one either, so I'm not taking any sides. But clearly, they're just trying to fight with each other over there as to who will become the bigger social media giant, I guess, right? That's the battle now. Truth Social or Twitter? Which T's will become the better?
Can't believe Elon said that terrible name.
Sorry, Miss Sui?
Can't believe that Elon tweeted that it's terrible name.
It's Elon. Elon has done even wilder stuff than that. But what's wild right now is Boeing, man. Boeing all the way back to 150, 150s. I am so annoyed at my own tilt today. Hopefully tomorrow we get another trade like this and we don't tilt because obviously we love making money over here and protecting that money instead of giving it back. So hopefully tomorrow we find another stock like Boeing and we don't go on tilt mode. 100%, my boy, 100%. Richest man in the world could murder someone, live, and be fine. I don't think that's accurate. You know, maybe he will be thrown into a rich person jail. I don't think that's accurate. Ice Sniper. I don't think that's smart. Please stop saying tilt. I'm sorry, Saad. I'm sorry. I'll stop saying tilt. Are you the same Saad who messaged me on Discord for the company that you're trying to promote or anything? If so, what's up, baby? FB taking lower day. Facebook apparently dropping even more lower and taking out the lower day, and not yet. Lower day is 169 actually on Facebook, but Facebook taking out the pre-market low just now and going lower. So Facebook extending its losses after that original nasty move it's doing. And yeah, I have to move my mouse so fast because that was the craziness of that move over there. You were not there. You missed out. Were you there?
Where?
When Facebook dropping like crazy?
Yeah, I brought it up to you.
Oh, okay, you brought it up. I'm sorry. I thought you were like on your break because it was insane.
Yeah.
It dropped,
And
instantly went right back.
Yeah, and fake news, right?
Yeah, fake news.
Crazy.
What the heck, man? This market was too nuts. No, that wasn't me. Well, either way,
Sell
Saad,
the
what's
rumor,
up?
buy the news happening.
Yeah, exactly. Sell the rumor. Did they sell the rumor? They did sell the rumor, and then they sold the news too.
Oh.
They sold the news too. I'm kind of, shifting a little bit too much because I have to pee. Maybe I'll just go pee. Miss V, you mind taking over?
Yeah, sure, Prad. And I'm here on Twitter actually, and it's kind of fun. One of our viewers tweeted at us and shown that meanwhile waiting patiently for the next sticky note shown. Get well soon, buddy. Super sweet. Bull is sleeping. Well, we're still bullish on the day, so Bull actually is awake today. But again, guys, we're wishing Sean to get well as soon as possible. Hopefully, Sean will be back next week. And I miss sticky note a lot also. And you already know, just follow Sean on the Twitter, and he posts his sticky note every morning when actually he is here in the office. Tesla, guys, again at that 897 level. I remember when we were here for the first time in this level, you were looking for long opportunities. Tesla gave a little bit, a few dollars to the upside, but then also gave up and went to the downside. So obviously, not obviously, but hopefully during power hour, which will be in 1 hour and 15 minutes, more volume will come and we will see another move for Tesla. But I personally can wait for tomorrow because I'm shut down on the day and my arms are itching to trading. And here we have a name first, SXTC. Absolutely, let's take a look. SXTC, it's on Nasdaq. Well, it's a penny stock. We're up 8% on the day. We have 1 million volume. Chart looking about a little bit scratchy for me, and I can take a look at what this company does. SXTC. China SXT Pharmaceuticals, so it's a pharmaceutical China name. And let's see if we have any news in this one. So yeah, we don't really have volume on this penny stock, neither have any news, but indeed nice move to the upside. ISPO. Let's take a look at ISPO. I believe, as I remember correctly, ISPO is
Insperdo.
It's that company?
It's that stupid company,
luxury,
yes.
Buildings. ISPO actually jumped to the upside, but we have only 700,000. 700,000? Can I say that? 700,000?
What are you trying to say, Miss V?
700,000
volume? Yeah, 700,000.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so every time, so confusing those numbers for me. And yes, we made a jump to the upside, but again, low volume on that name today. It can do better.
Yeah, ISPO. If you guys remember my comments from last time when we saw the IPO happen and all this nonsense happen, I still have levels mapped out based on all of that move. Obviously, none of those levels matter right now because ISPO, all the way back to the original price where the stock was indicated to open at. But today, getting a nice little bump up of 6% on ISPO. Earnings report coming out in about 14 days, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see how their earnings report comes out. Looks like they made 68 million revenue last earnings report. So I can't wait to see how this earnings report comes out for these guys. Obviously portraying the picture that all of this move was nonsense, and that's exactly what will be for OTC, which IPO today, I believe, right? Or OCT, which IPO today. OCT. What was the stock's name, man? What the heck? Why am I getting it wrong? There you are. OST. So you can expect OST and TNON to do very similar moves. Yeah, they ripped up like this, but watch in the next few weeks or months, they'll be right back to 10 or even right back to $4. Same thing applies for TNON, right back to $3-4. So be very careful for these stocks. Please talk about NIO, Prad, bro. All right, I got you. NIO on New York. NIO, I believe, was actually green. Yeah, so over here, I remember seeing NIO being on the up gapper list, up by 3%. Relative volume is actually very little. Less than 1 is not good. Anytime less than 1 is not good. Stock does on an average 56 million shares. Today, 44 million shares. And NIO actually looking like it's trading in a channel to the sideways after exhausting the opening drive candle. So the opening drive, big move off the opening drive, but obviously now just trading sideways and getting rejected by VWAP. So that means big money is probably shorting VWAP, keeping the stock under the VWAP price, which happens to be around $17. For any time you are trading NIO, you might want to keep an eye over on FXI ETF, which is your large cap Chinese ETF, BABA, NIO, all these other stocks. You want to be staring at them, staring at the FXI ETF, doing that. Prad, how do you tag tweets in TradingView? You just simply open up the tweet that you want to tag. For example, this tweet right here. Let's go back to this tweet. You just copy the tweet, copy the URL for the tweet, and just paste it on the stock that you think that the tweet affected. So just paste it on there, and then you will see exactly. Well, this is the daily chart, so let's paste it over here on the 5-minute chart. Just paste the link on there. Automatically, you will see it tagged to the time of the move that the stock played out. And if you put it on the 1 minute, it'll be accurate AF, because it'll show you exactly when the tweet was made and so on. There we go. It looks like right there, accurate AF. 111. 5 minutes, delete this tweet. And then I want to go look at GitLab. I know someone yesterday was talking about how my GitLab is growing crazy or something. I think you were talking about it on this day, actually, on Monday. I never pulled it up. I saw your message in the chat. I just never pulled it up. I think I got distracted by another stock. But right now, I just remember GitLab. So GitLab indeed went a little crazy yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. Yesterday just normalized a little bit. Today back into yesterday's range. Pretty much only down 0.5%/1% on GitLab. This stock, man, you guys know how much I love this stock without a doubt. I did mention that I wanted to buy some shares of GitLab for my long-term account over here at the 30s, especially when the earnings report came out. And damn, did we miss out on that opportunity like a dummy. And now it looks like GitLab is forming a very nice base around $45. If GitLab does break 45, I will not miss out on the opportunity to buy some shares this time. Just simply not missing out on that opportunity. I like the stock. I like the company. I know the company's in a good holding state in terms of what they do and their competition, which is owned by Microsoft. I forget the name right now. GitLab and the GitHub. GitHub is their competition that owns Microsoft owns GitHub.
Guys, I can see some little fights in terms of politics. So again, even though politics is a very important part of our lives and every life sphere, please let's try to kind of avoid any provocative topics, and let's respect each other on the chat, and better spread love and put it all the way into the like button. Again, guys, you just 8 minutes left until the end of market movers. We are still at 829 likes. We still need more than 100 likes to get our daily goal, and only you can help us. So please, team, put that effort and energy into that thumb up. It needs your attention.
Stop Console Wars making fun of me over here. He's like, yo, Prad, you did not buy any of this. You were beaming about it, about near the 100. Yeah, you're not wrong about it. I mean, I was talking about the IPO day. I mentioned that the stock will go above 100 on the IPO day, and it did. And then the very few days after that, we saw it go up to 137, and I was screaming about, oh, I'm a genius. Look at me. I'm so good at trading, blah, 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 blah. You're not wrong. I was beaming about it, and, you know, I was gloating about it too. But obviously, weakness in the market, blah, 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 everything coming here. I think if I liked this price, I should love this price, right? Obviously, I missed out on the opportunity. Big mistake on my part. Even this price right now is not bad, but I am still scared about this market that we are in right now. Market's still struggling, man. Still struggling. I don't know if I trust this up move in the market today. So because of that, I'm not sure if I'm ready to invest in any new stocks yet. but I would love to be buying some GitLab under 45, under 50, some Microsoft. I missed out on buying Microsoft shares. I should have just bought some in the after hours yesterday. We were actually all standing there watching the TV because on the TV they talked about Microsoft earnings report coming out and actually beating earnings report, but Microsoft just kept going to the downside, and we were like, what the heck is going on? Is the earnings report really out? Is Microsoft really going down? And then later on, halfway down the day or halfway into after hours, we find out Microsoft is all the way back to 270, 280s, and I feel like a complete moron sitting there talking about how I could have bought a share or two and not doing it because I was scared about it. Missed out on a beautiful dip buy opportunity on at Microsoft, and I will not do that on Google or anything. If not Google obviously came out, on Apple or Amazon. If Apple or Amazon come out with great earnings and they go to the downside, I will for sure be buying more Apple and a little bit of Amazon.
Great play on that OST new IPO, which is now, guys, nearing $30. We touched on that $30 and now kind of came back a little bit, but again, looks like this name wanna run and up 612% on the day. What a great start for that OST. We still have 1 million volume on the name, and let's see if more volume comes during the power hour. Yeah, might bring more opportunities in place. I also, Cat, hi, thank you for sending that heart emoji. We love you too, Cat. And guys, again, I remind you that Tony is co-hosting Neil today. Brandon and I also will be there. And if you want to see Tony, and I know you want to see Tony, listen to Tony, smash that like button, guys. Literally, we have 5 more minutes, and we won't leave you to Tony if we don't get that 1K likes.
Yeah, so you know, some of you in the chat, when I was sick, I was watching the chat and everyone was like, Tony got upgraded to the morning show and Prad has never been up there. Tony is the great Tony this, Tony that. I was just sitting there like crying in my room like and I was just crying the whole time that Tony got upgraded to the big boy show and Praddy Daddy is just no longer a daddy, just Praddy the baby, because Tony is now the daddy of the floor over here. Man's just taking everyone's job, taking Greg's job, taking Sean's job, taking my job, taking Valeria's job, ringing the bell now. It used to be only Valeriia, and now Tony comes in, taking the show away from her, dancing and everything. Like, Tony's just going for all the jobs. Guys, be careful in the chat. He's coming for your job too now. He's gonna be the funniest guy in chat next after I don't want to say any names. They look like I'm picking favorites, but he's coming for your job too, chat. Watch out. Tony is a multifaceted, multi-talented I don't know what else I can say to inflate his ego over there. He's just sitting there smiling right now. Look at his ego just getting boosted to the moon. Almost like GME not too long ago. Right, Tony? Right. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Tony take over.
Tony take over. Oh, that's a name. Take over. Tony take over.
Yeah.
Rush to the 100 likes, or sorry, 1K likes. Yeah, that would be great. What are we at today?
897. We still need more than 100 likes.
Not bad. You know, today is a little bit late. We're only 3 minutes away from that barrier, so a little bit late on that 1K. Yesterday, you guys did it earlier.
It's so funny. Omar says, Omar, where's the guy from yesterday, the beautiful one? Did he give any analysis for today?
Tony will be your barber soon. Listen, no one but Halim is allowed to touch my hair. I'm sorry. Yeah, as Miss V was talking about what stock was it? Oh, you're talking about Tony. You're talking about Tony. I got confused over there. I'm ready for you, Tony. Trader Prad is crazy. Wow, Nicole. Just one day of looking at Spencer, you completely forget about me. I see how it is. I see how it is, Nicole. I see how it is. All right, coming back to the market, we don't have much time left, only 2 minutes left, so feel free to throw any tickers you want for me to cover really quick. We'll talk about it, and then hopefully you guys get us to that 1K like barrier. It'll be pretty upsetting if today's the day, after having such great trades on the day, oops, almost leaked my messages over there. After having a great day today, let's not have today be the day where we don't hit 1K. So run it up, run it up, run it up. Please, please, please. Only a couple minutes left over here. You guys are talking about KOS. KOS on New York with 6 million shares traded today. I believe this was a highly shorted stock. It was in the basket of short float stocks. I believe this was the one. No, actually, maybe I'm thinking about something else. This one still with the 4% short float. KOS currently energy stock. Okay, it's an energy stock, and hence it is up 2.8%. And obviously, we know energy stocks have been booming because of the Russia-Ukraine conflict over there, inflating all energy stocks in general, along with oil. So that's helping out KOS today to the north side with 6.6 million shares traded and a relative volume of less than 1. So that's not really a good thing over there. And we already talked about Neo. Extend the shows 5 minutes to get 1K. I don't think I can do that. Miss V can do that because she has the power. And also, I don't think she'll get yelled at by Brandon or Neo. But I don't want to do that and get yelled at by either of them.
What do you want me to do?
Playmaker said extend the show by 5 minutes to get the likes.
Wow. Yeah, guys. Well, someone said that we always get that 1K likes. Just everyone want to be like number 1,000. Anyways, guys, literally 1 minute left. We won't steal time from the afternoon show because guys have a lot of to say to you, and also I'm pretty sure you want to see Tony, Neil, and Brandon as soon as possible. So please just give us a like, and more than that, we literally need just 30 more likes. 2,100 people watching, and all we ask you to do, take your beautiful finger, smash the thumb to the upside, and that's it. Everybody happy.
Almost there. We gotta send
5
you over though.
more likes.
3 more.
2. We did
Hey,
it.
we did
You're
it.
the best.
Clap,
we
clap,
love you
clap.
guys. Saved another day. Thank you, Luke. I
That
hope
was,
you liked the video.
I was a little sweaty over there for that.
I
I was
know,
a little.
right?
I'm a little sweaty
It's
off
because
that.
of my heater.
Thank you guys. All right, I don't want to delay it because obviously you guys are gonna have a banger of a show on the closing show with Tony, Neil, and Brendan, and also the beautiful Miss V. So until then, come back always same time. Paka paka.
Paka.
Hey guys, welcome to the close. Couple hours left on a positive day for the markets, coming back from 2 in a row to the downside. But there's a lot of buts. Let's just put it that way. Going into the biggest of the biggest earnings tonight and tomorrow morning. We'll get into that a little bit as we go along this afternoon. I was just having a look at some individual stocks as I was sitting here.